on the ship.
Oh, you need to click on editor.
Yeah.
It decides to go to the notifications. Shite. But anyway, hello. I am Great Wizard Merlan, and we are back doing some more Black Crusade, doing the evil shit, you know, and surviving generally. So we have a full group this week. So Pandorica's back.
Hey.
Oh no.
And
Hi.
we have our new player, which I don't know if you can actually see because.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. So we have Dave, you know, he'll tell you about his character in a minute.
We have this new victim player.
Yay!
Volaya.
No, we have to legally call him victim.
Legally? Didn't realise there was a contract.
Were you not at the HR meeting?
No, we don't.
No.
No, we don't include him.
Oh. Alright, the HR meetings are about him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm being booted out of my own company. Damn. So anyway, obviously we did our things last week. Obviously we're going to be, you know, putting in some way that, you know, Pandorica and Dave's character, you know, will appear.
I've just been busy doing my own thing. I'll just rock back up going, I'm done now.
Pandorica does as Pandorica does.
But what do you reckon we should do? Get him to, you know, say a bit about his character, or just do it on the fly as and when he appears?
No, I think we should have a quick a quick introduction, because then we can bring him in, sort of tagging along with some of the rest of the group.
Yes,
So, Dave, you can tell us about your heretic.
Well, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because no one likes a long story, but bottom line
And
is...
you're done.
Yep, that was quick enough today. Everyone's happy. No, my character is a special little heretic called Ningen, and basically he's a prisoner, he wants his ship back, and he's going to try and do that.
What is he?
Shut up.
What did he do?
That's a conversation for another time.
Oh.
He's under legal requirements that he can't say.
You're a heretic in this?
A heretic.
A heretic, yeah.
So you're more
Another
machine
tech monkey.
than person, or you part machine?
70-30. I'll let you guess in which way.
Get off my turf, boy!
You're a transhuman, it's fine.
You're not even real people.
That's actually a real term, isn't it?
We'll say post-human.
I don't think we can say transhuman at this point. That kind of goes a different
That
way.
used to be the term, because Space Marines were transhuman because they were transitioning from human to to superhuman, to some other superhuman level of evolution.
I suppose that's true.
That's yours back.
That's my book.
Is it
Yes.
really evolution when it's scientifically engineered for them to be that big and hard?
In a sense, yes.
No, that's eugenics.
So forced evolution.
Right. So when we last left our heretics, they were attacking one of the few remaining Imperial strongholds on.
Fuck yeah, we were.
Yeah.
On this former Imperial prison world, now nightmarish war world.
Totally innocent.
Those who were outside in the ruins of the prison were attacked by a number of strange sort of humanoid metal warrior constructs with powerful ray weapons, who came out of a big obelisky thing.
Yeah, assholes.
Some kind of big metal structure, which they may have been entombed in.
Yeah. And then two of our heretics were engaged in desperate close quarters fighting inside, and we'll jump straight to that.
Desperate may not be the right term.
It is now.
Oh,
Fighting?
Or massacring in your.
I knew it.
And hey, Ludus, thanks for joining. Glad you
Oh,
could make it.
Schmeat you, buddy.
Come on. Yeah, fuck them up.
Keep your fucking luck vampiring away from me this week.
Okay, so you have a horde of guardsmen and prison guards.
Horde.
Okay.
Because as you fight your way to the command centre of the fortress.
Right.
This is going to be a magnitude 30 horde. Armed with all armed with las guns and with the occasional sort of special weapon for taking out heavier targets.
Oh, fuck.
It's pointless sending you against a horde of guys just with las guns. That's just going to be boring.
That can't kill you.
So 1 in 10 of the guys will have something bigger. Be that a melter gun, plasma gun, crack grenades, launcher.
So you're saying they have melter weapons?
They may have, yes.
So you're saying they have loot?
Yes.
That's what I heard. Okay, are we re-rolling initiative?
Yes, re-roll initiative. Initiative does not carry over.
That's fine.
New day, new speed.
Ooh! Good job, I've got finding reflexes.
That helps.
And it's +2 for being human.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Dave, you'll get that as well.
Quicken the dead.
You get +2 to all your initiative rolls.
14.
For not being a space marine.
Yay!
D10 plus your
For
agility
not being
modifier.
special,
No,
you get a
for
+2.
being quick enough to survive this long.
That's what
Maybe that's
14
banana.
from me.
14. Okay, so right,
10.
10. Right, so you're on the same initiative step as the horde.
Okay.
And go. Right, so
Okay.
at the moment you're in one of the wide corridors in the fortress. There are a number of guardsmen on sort of firing gantries, and because this corridor is about 3 stories tall. This is one of the main killing corridors on the way to the command centre.
Welcome to the kill floor.
Fantastic.
Welcome to the kill floor, and then there are also sort of pre-prepared barricades at intervals as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna hunker down sort of around the corner as best I can, not going directly down into the corridor because that's
never killing bungalow. I hate all these stairs.
Into the killing bungalow.
I'm gonna take a half action aim.
Right, roll.
Cool,
to
yeah,
fire
so-
your bolt gun at the.
So that was with a half action.
What are you talking about? It's all over.
Yeah.
It happened.
Magnitude 30 horde, which gives you a bonus of.
So, just while they're in combat, so Cassis has just stated he's using a half action aim, which is on here, which gives him a bonus to hit.
Cheat sheets are so helpful.
Awesome.
Yeah, so this is.
Sorry, this is buzzing me. Can I
30 is a mob, that gives you plus 30
Plus 30.
to hit. Yes, to hit mob.
Okay, so that's a grand total of plus 40 to hit. So that's 92 with a 48. Yeah, it's 4 degrees of success.
4 degrees.
So that's all 3 shots hit. It's a bolt gun, so it's explosive.
Okay, yep.
Do you need the damage?
I
on that
will
one?
because they are in cover.
Okie
So
dokie.
it may not always be enough to do a magnitude of damage.
Okay, well it is tearing. So
What he was just saying is that to hit him, he needs to get a 98 and 40.
that is 14 damage.
That's why it's 4 degrees of success.
14
Taking the
damage.
9 over the 6, funnily enough.
What's the pen of your bolt gun?
It is pen 4.
4. Okay, that'll do. Okay, explosive, so it does an extra 1 on top. So that will be 5 magnitude damage.
Murder some fools.
Dave, and for anyone who's new to the channel, Black Crusade has sort of two ways of doing combat. You've got your classic sort of one-on-one combat against enemies, but to add to the more epicness of the campaigns and the battles, you can fight what are called hordes. So that's where you're fighting. It's more abstract because you're fighting many lesser enemies, and rather than having hit points and then you killing them, it's done as horde magnitude. So every time you're taking down a magnitude of horde, it's assumed that you are gunning down several people or cutting them down and generally just thinning their numbers.
Mook mass murder.
Yes.
MMMs.
MMMs.
The horde turn.
Who's best for the horde? Who's best
Wait,
for the
that's illegal.
Right. You, Space Marine. 23, there's a hit.
Well, they're on target. That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
And you can't. I don't think you can attempt to dodge a horde either.
You can't dodge a horde.
Damn.
There's just too many of them.
You can dodge a wrench, but you can't dodge
Dodge
a
a
horde.
The horde can miss, but you can't dodge if they hit.
Yeah. Okay. Some damage. Mm. 20 damage.
That actually hurt. You bastards!
Hordes are meant to be scary, but hordes are a way of making otherwise inconsequential enemies scary again.
No.
Yeah. This is why the Imperial Guard actually do some damage, because they're a load of...
2 points of damage.
They miss.
Fuck me.
Oh.
Time to go home.
They miss you.
Hey!
On 97.
2 points of damage. Oh no.
But one of your mooks buys it.
Bye, red shirt.
Oh, we have named our mooks red shirts.
Right, so because you're going simultaneously, you won't have the point of fatigue going into this.
Okay.
How are you attacking them? Are you charging up them, axing them?
Yeah, I think I'm going to axe the question. And then half action aim.
Charging the barricade.
Does he get a half action or is it going to be a charge?
I don't think you can aim with a melee weapon.
Not unless you're already engaged.
Okay.
Wait, you got a charge?
Yeah, because you can charge, which will give you plus 20.
Okay,
So,
so 6,
yeah.
7. And is there a bonus because it's against?
30.
Oh, okay, so 30, so 97 or lower.
Yep, so and every 2 degrees of success, you'll be doing it for damage.
I rolled 31.
31. So
6 degrees, mate.
right, so 6 degrees of success. That means that he has beat the number he needs to get by 60 points.
Nice.
So each 10 points is a degree of success.
Or failure, depending on how you do it.
Or failure.
How you do it? Hello.
Right, so okay, we're not going to make you roll damage for your power axe because we know it can kill a guardsman in a single swing.
Yeah.
It's a power weapon, so that's +1.
Yep.
You've done a total of 3 hits for your 6 degrees of success.
Yep.
So that's going to that'll translate to
Is the power field bit relevant?
yes.
Yeah, he's added that.
I'm being a space marine.
Ah.
So that'll be a total of 9.
You're a space marine,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
man, I've got a fancy mug. I've got a fancy mug.
Oh, fancy mug. With the fancy mugs. Oh, thank you.
Show off your mugs.
Yeah, Clippers, thank you very much for joining.
No, I'm not sponsored by the company, so.
And
Hang on.
I'm not sponsored
Hang
by
on.
Disney, but fuck it.
You won't be that.
Waha.
Whereas mine is just black on my soul.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Why do you bully him?
I
though?
didn't do that on purpose. I was actually just going to say I should get Square Enix one, really.
Yeah.
But then,
I'm
you
not allowed
know,
to drink tea, apparently.
Right. So yeah,
That's
you
fine
have,
now.
well, you want to describe exactly what you're doing in sort of nice cinematic terms.
I roadie run in, axe up high, glowing aura as per how Phil expects, and just start to twist and fling the blade through as many torsos as I can.
Okay, yeah. Your bolt smashes down the flakboard barricade that they're hiding behind.
Flashball.
Yeah, just bits of lasgun and heads and torsos flying everywhere.
Next.
just,
Yeah.
just,
No,
just
no,
Sorry,
from,
all
just
I
from
can think
somewhere
of
behind.
is you going like that, going delete.
Delete.
They begin falling back to the next choke point.
just from somewhere behind you.
Go for the spinal column!
I ain't no Master Chief.
Right, you're round.
This is the closest you'll feel
Okay,
to getting rage.
Alright, we're gonna talk through Cass's turn just to explain what he's doing.
So I'll move up to the next barricade that I can take cover behind.
Yep.
So I'll use half my turn doing that. And actually, fuck it. I am an utter psychopath. I'm going to biff a grenade down the corridor.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Be careful, because if you do badly, you may catch Gigabyte and Blast.
Oh,
Because he has gone ahead of you.
is that a standard
Yeah.
try?
You may-
To be honest,
you may
I'm
catch
not
Terabyte.
worried about him even remotely getting injured by the thing.
That's fair.
So... he's big and he's got big armor. He'll be fine.
That's like half knows what I can do.
Strength bonus for grenades, isn't it, for throwing?
That's just the range.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is there still a bonus for horde size at all?
There is still a bonus. It is.
I think he's counting on this bonus.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Let's see.
We've seen the rolls.
Do you still get
Yeah,
bonuses for range?
It's down to 20.
Okay, I succeed by 2 points.
Oh. Okay, so. Right, because I'm gonna allow you, Gigabit, and allow you to do a dodge roll.
Okay,
Terabyte.
that's
But
agility.
terabyte, I think sorry.
Gigabit.
Terabyte,
Terabyte.
terawatt.
Oh crap! No, I don't dodge.
No. Okay, you get hit by a regular frag grenade.
I don't think you have to worry.
What your armor's 8, isn't it?
My armor
Yeah.
is 9.
9.
He's got slightly better armor. Okay, so
The reason why he was thinking gigabytes, that's for BIOS on the motherboard, so when
That's
it turns boot up.
yes. I keep saying yes.
that's a grand total of 7 damage. Blast 3.
Okay, but
You're
blast,
fine.
Yeah.
blast 3 means an extra 3 magnitude, so that's
Yep.
4. Yeah, so that's a total of 4 magnitude.
Nice.
And after biffing it and catching people and watching him shrug off the pathetic grenade, run, bitches, run!
Lunax!
Insert Wilhelm scream here.
But remember,
Lunax, stop throwing smoke grenades and start throwing frags!
remember, Terabyte, you do have a wound, a point of fatigue from when you were wounded earlier.
Okay,
Basically,
Minus 10 on doing stuff.
yeah.
oh.
Yeah, fatigue sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fine. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're raging most of the time. It doesn't affect you.
Yeah, when you're in a rager,
A rager.
I do have a
oh
raging.
major rager over there.
Major rager.
Yeah, that's your name now.
No.
I'm down to 1 frag grenade.
Kins199. Hello. Nina, thank you for joining us. So you're gonna make, so you're making them run away. How big is the board now?
Less than half.
Less than half. Ooh, making good time.
Right. Okay, Terabyte, you get hit.
Yep.
For waffle damage.
18 damage.
Nothing!
Nothing. You shrug it. Your armor.
Stop scuffing my fucking armor!
You see parts of your armor glowing from repeated laser impacts.
This isn't the kind of RGB I had in mind.
Oh no.
Don't take that shit lying down!
Right.
No, take it
They-
standing up like a good boy.
They make the majority of the survivors make it through another blast door, which they then close, leaving a few terrified survivors outside.
They won't be terrified for long.
They say, hello, bye bye.
You may dispatch them at your leisure.
Charge!
Okay.
So I'm gonna let him wade forwards and murder the majority of still standing ones, and I'm gonna sort of come back and find the ones that are still gargling or alive on the floor and just coup de grace them all.
8 degrees of success?
You rolled an 8.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh, thank you. For a second I was
You-
like,
yeah.
you will eat it.
You kill them you slaughter them like animals.
Stop scuffing my armor! Oh, right, yeah, they can't now. They're dead!
Meanwhile, on the outside, Pandorica.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on there.
On the outside, Pandora.
Open yours.
You're doing whatever depraved thing you've been doing
To the Sisters of Battle.
I've been doing
other prisoners.
Lots.
Oh, well done, mistress. That one screamed very well, very loud. Shall we fetch another one, mistress?
No. I'm bored.
And if one of you who was at the site of the monolith battle could then radio her.
I've got a waffle in my face.
Pandorica, there was a new threat I could do with your assistance with.
Those words. The words I've been longing to hear.
Please don't make me regret this conversation.
Where are you?
In the courtyard outside Fort. What's the fort called?
Isn't it Fort St. Anna?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Fort
St. Anna.
There's an unknown threat.
Ooh. give me a minute to clean up.
You're breaking up.
Ninja? Is it Ninja?
Ninja.
Sorry, Ninja. Sorry. Oh, it's an N. Sorry, it looks like an A on.
Fucking
It's-
Ninja.
It's Ninja. It is now Ninja.
Ninja, right? Ninja.
Engine.
J'accuse.
Right. Ninja. Since the mass uprising and breakout of this prison world, you've been able to secure some equipment for yourself.
Yes.
And now presumably are looking for a way off this god's forsaken world.
I am indeed.
You've heard tales of the group that orchestrated this whole thing, and
And not two shits were given.
it seems that they got here somehow. So presumably they have ways to escape.
They do.
So
Maybe.
you've been going learning of them through some of their foot soldiers. You're going to seek them out and see if they could be your ticket out of here. You find you follow the sounds where the fighting is heaviest. But all around the prison complex, there's just sounds of fighting all day since the uprising. And near Fort St Anard, there are a number of armed prisoners, sort of with the markings of this group, bringing forward ammunition and heavy weapons. And you see some curious broken tech littering the streets. And a huge 8-foot so it's not post-human war machine, sort of looking over this scene of carnage.
Well.
Are there any other? Well, yes, there are.
There's me.
He's not
Yeah,
an 8-foot war machine.
It's just me and him.
8-foot war machine. Yes.
And some moves. There are some moves.
yeah. At this point, I would have started
Also,
coming towards you.
Also, Varius is there.
Oh, Varsius.
Also, Varsius is there.
But no one cares because he's not an 8-foot killing
I'm
machine.
going to go from that. She said she's on her way.
Well, that's got to be good, right?
It depends on your definition of good.
I will fetch your weapons.
What does she say?
I will fetch your weapons, mistress.
Other than
Thank
she's
you.
on her way.
Nothing worth repeating.
Okay.
Well, at this point, I'm just watching you guys with a vague air of disinterest.
There was
Yeah.
down the
So-
street, amongst all your down the street, one individual sticks out from amongst your rabble of warriors.
Does he have an unusual glow about him?
Well, no, but no, he wears the rather tattered, very tattered robes of a tech priest of a sect that you've not seen on this working on this world.
Curious. He's definitely the most interesting out of them.
That's
all.
you.
Oh. Naturally, he's the most interesting of the lads.
Yeah, we were.
So Burke has just given a description of you. So
You basically you've caught our attention.
Good.
Yeah. So.
wait.
Mm. Yes.
We require more people for the later stage. Go recruit. I'll wait here.
Fine.
Faster, no assass, go.
On the way. I'm literally just
As you
gonna
can see, I'm going to go like this. I saw the blood of some of the enemies, which was the green blood from the things, right?
No, they didn't even have green blood. They
Oh.
had green glowy, shooty, lasery things, but they didn't really have any blood. Just lots of metal skulls to pile up, and the blood of all.
Was there oil?
I suppose it was, in parts there might have
I
been.
need
Yes.
some blood and oil. I basically want to put like a large handprint on his back.
Yeah, I'm not going to question it.
You
'cause-
killed some of the mooks. There will be actual
Yeah,
blood
you're
on
covered in
Yeah.
actual blood.
That's what I want.
He's
So
also
it looks
covered.
like a big bloody handprint on your back.
He's also covered in his own
them.
blood.
Tramp stamp.
Yeah, that's true.
Heretical tramp stamp.
Right, so I'm going to sort of jog,
I'm gonna do
jog up to you. Hello. You seem capable.
Do you have a ship?
We had one. Don't know where it is.
Oh man, way to throw your own bargaining chip.
Someone hit him.
Twat.
What do you mean you lost it? How can you misplace a ship?
Well, this planet kind of got pulled through the warp, and it's now wherever the hell we are. So the ship's somewhere. It's moved.
You can read all about it in Terabyte's Terrestrial Guide to Planet Mapping.
If you can promise me passage on your ship, I will assist with this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you seem fairly capable. What skills do you have?
Do you have a pilot?
Yes.
I'm a better pilot.
You're a better pilot.
You have a new pilot now.
Hey, Lord Donatus! He says he's a pilot!
I walk over to the room.
Look at me.
I stand deliberately, so like I'm side on with Vastius, and I stare at this person.
Do you basically sort of loom over
I'm
me,
leaning over
effectively?
you, showing him, but I'm showing allegiance to you. But what was that?
Yeah, so, no, he says he's a pilot.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you capable?
Yes. I do not lie about such things.
We have no use for a pilot right now. We're fighting a war. Can you fight?
I can fight.
I'll see how you do.
All I want is passage on your ship off, Lily.
On your ship?
On your
Oh,
ship.
shit.
Who are you to presume to make such demands of me? Do you not know who I am?
I don't.
Infamy check.
Roll an
Would you like
infamy.
me to roll?
No, you to roll
Oh,
because
right,
it is
okay.
your infamy who.
So
Do you
you
not
basic-
who know who I is?
You basically walked up just going, look at me, I am pilot now.
He's a tech priest. They often don't know much fear. It's sort of burnt out of them.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably right.
No. I
No,
don't.
you've not heard of him.
That's fine.
Do you not know who I am? No!
Well, you will.
Very well. So what is the plan of action at the present?
I don't know you. I don't trust you. Why would I tell you what to do? Fall in line and maybe we'll see if you get out of this the other end.
It appears I don't have much choice in that respect, do I?
No.
Very well.
Get him up to speed. Hopefully Pandora will be here soon.
Okay.
Welcome to hazing, Black Crusade style.
What? We didn't.
Right, meanwhile, while you two start thinking of a way to get through that large blast door.
It's very keypad.
Well, yes. So yes, you could hack it, but given that the fortress is under attack, there are manual locks in place. So the keypad will only get you so far.
Punch it.
Punch it, Chewie.
Beep boop beep boop.
I'm still going to try doing it that way.
Anyway,
Smash keypad.
you can get your new friend up to date.
Yeah, oh, that's fine. It's like, okay, so in order for us to get towards the ship, we need to fight these things. As I point to the pile of mush on the floor with tech.
They don't seem very threatening now.
Not now. And as I point to a gaping wound, in my torso.
Yes, it is literally a gaping wound. It's like someone got a really got the sharpest apple corer ever, and just put a sort of a half sort of circular hole through him.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
which you've now sort of patched, which is sort of.
Oh yeah, sort of loosely patched up.
You seem to be missing pieces.
Yeah. It hurts. But
Shame.
yeah. Anyway, so we still don't know what they are. They're attacking everyone, but we need to take over the rest of the prison world to basically get to know down with tech and figure everything out. So yeah.
Okay.
Fight things, take over world, then we can focus on finding the ship.
All I want is to find the ship, but
Yeah.
I'll do what I need to do.
And as I point them again, it's like, so, do you know what they are?
No.
In other words, do you have any relevant knowledges that may help in this situation?
That is a good question.
No.
The answer is no.
No. Well, I get the feeling the next thing we're going to do is look in there as I point to, the tomb thing.
Okay, seems reasonable.
Yeah, because it was glowing before, and since we finished killing them, the light went out. And I want to go in there.
Quick question for our end.
Yes.
Do we know of any fail-safes there might be, in which case a blast door would be opened overriding manual locks?
Not from the outside.
Not from the outside.
No.
Is there anything on the inside that he might be able to trigger using the keypad or any of the systems in that he might be able to trigger a false one to open the door?
Possible. What do you have in mind?
I say musing out loud behind him.
Well, this place would probably have a fire sprinkler system.
It would, yes.
And say if something was to false trigger it, that would probably open up blast doors so people could evacuate.
But then again, during combat, there'd be lots of smoke around anyway, so such things would be suppressed.
But
What about carbon monoxide meter?
Give me a tech use. Give me a minus 20.
Bugger, no chance.
No.
Infamy, reroll.
Infamy.
So for infamy, the modifier you can use to spend to reroll fail rolls, but you only get
Or to heal damage.
Yeah, you've only
By
seen
3 points.
No, by 3.
Is that with the minus 20 he gave you for it?
What? Okay.
Nope, never mind then.
While doing this, you hear terrible screams from beyond the corridor. Terrible, inhuman screams.
While he's been doing that, and while I've been musing, I've been sort of going across a few of the bodies to see if they've got any grenades.
Yep.
Because I'm that type of psychopath.
Yep. You can have 5 fragmentation grenades and 1 crack grenade. He's a human.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
That's fair.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. So I hear some inhuman sounding screams.
Yes.
From where, sorry?
From somewhere beyond the corridor. You can't tell whether it's. You're not sure whether it's deeper in the fort or in the courtyard. You're a bit turned around.
Okay.
But it's followed by regular screams.
Well, I guess at least somebody's dying.
And then you hear lots of heavy automatic weapon fire open up.
Is there like a window or some kind of viewport near around, or maybe one of the sort of firing ports?
You head back to the end of the start of the corridor, and you can see through a small vision slit into the main courtyard where there are lots of other ancillary buildings.
Okay.
You see tracer fire streaking through the air from an emplacement just out of view, and there's these weird manta ray type creatures swimming through the air, occasionally diving down and plucking up victims.
Would knowledge forbidden law warp?
Yes.
So I remember with Dark Heresy, whenever we saw any creatures like that, we had to do fear checks. Do we not have those anymore? These creatures?
You do have fear checks, but these are far enough away that they're not only when they're threatening. It's there because you're pretty much inured to the horror of the warp.
I think we get jaded pretty much as standard.
Yeah.
I don't think we do. I think most of us were just clever enough to buy jaded.
Well, no, not jaded, but yeah. No, you're used to these sort of phenomena.
So that's 1 degree of success on forbidden law warp.
The pets of the changer of ways. These are
fucking awesome.
These are screamers of Zinch that appear to have come through the fabric of reality.
Music to my ears.
You've been hearing stories for days of terrible creatures roaming the ruins of the prison. This is probably just some of them.
Rumours of terrible creatures, greatly exaggerated. They're beautiful.
They don't seem to be making any concerted effort to attack the prison. Just feeding. Sort of, you see one get torn apart by or it looks like some sort of anti-aircraft cannon that's been firing up, and then the swarm sort of scatters and flies away.
Cool.
But yes, they're definitely around. Where there's some, there'll be more.
Probably best not to go and join that particular couple, but. So I'm going to come back over, see how he's doing. Just don't worry, demons are just murdering people.
So usual.
Yeah. Basically, imagine a manta ray, but with loads of teeth at the front, and and although it looks like it's swimming, it actually flies.
Oh, that sounds adorable.
And they can sort of breathe fire.
That sounds like the best pet ever.
Manta
It
Dragon.
does, I want one.
Toothy manta
They sort of
bitch.
leave fire behind them as they swim.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, so yeah, I'll come back over and
The fire
see
does not
how
burn.
see how he's doing.
Mm.
Any
The
progress?
fire does not burn.
Well, okay,
No,
okay.
it horribly mutates you.
Oh, that kind of fire, right?
What kind of were there any emplaced weapons I saw around where we are, or would we have to go and find anything like that?
Anything heavy?
Like big type heavy
Big
weapons
times. You
for
have, to
that.
go you have to go find them.
Should we go and find some kind of very large explosive?
Yeah, sure, why not?
In your prying into the fortress's systems, trying to get its door open, you have got access to the intercom system.
Actually, there's one thing I'm going to try. Cover your ears.
So yeah, so I will cover my ears as best I
Yeah.
can.
What kind of password will these pansy-ass bastards use? Saint Anard, protect us, praise the Emperor.
Over all the intercoms.
No, for trying to find out the password for the door.
Oh. So I think you're shouting something through the intercom system.
No. Just trying to find what generic password I think they would use.
No, it's not about this. It's been locked by the guys that went through it.
Oh, in that case, well done, that shit then.
You know, it's a big like locked, big sort of wheel style, you're putting dead bolts through, and yeah.
No, I'll try to take these again.
To get the intercom, basically.
No, to try and see if I can get the sensors up. 1 degree of success.
Mm-hmm.
So can I actually find the sensors?
You can find sensors.
Cool. What do I need to roll to trick them into a false?
I'll let you do that. Like, you
Take
do
it
that in the previous roll.
Yes, it certainly is.
Right. So yeah, you can just see. There's already lots of klaxons and lights flashing. You just see next to the red light. You just see another yellow, smaller light flashing next to it. No doubt, someone's console has another light flashing on it up in the control room.
That did bloody work. Fine, let's go find some big things to play.
Over the intercom, you hear, hold fast, man, hold fast. They're within the walls. Drive them out. First, cleanse the filth from the skies.
Well, they are focused on the demons.
Any more talk of surrender will be met with harsh and immediate punishment.
What corridor is this?
Try and bring it up on the map.
Yep.
How far away are the people who are saying this from us?
You don't know. It's coming over the intercom.
Oh, don't worry. If you find out what corridor this is, we've got the blast door here that we can't get through. The people on the other side of the blast door are stopping us getting through. But if you send a message to the control room saying that they're trying to desert in this corridor, well, they might be slaughtered by their own people.
Ooh. Am I still at the -20?
No.
Cool. 5 degrees of success.
So what are you telling them?
Basically, the people in the corridor that we're outside of are trying to desert.
He's basically sending a fake message. Fake news!
Yeah. I'm going full Fox News.
What, propaganda?
Foul traitors infiltrating our network. No, those. How can those men retreat? They're merely retreating deeper into the fortress, taking up another line of defence against you. All squads, sector 3 immediately.
Okay, let's go full Donatus on this door then.
You never go full Donatus.
Meanwhile,
Let's go find
back
some
outside.
bombs.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to look up a term.
Yep.
I want to have a term for Varsius, but I believe he deserves a name.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find a term to call him that I would.
Your equerry.
Well, I'm trying to have because Space Marines are meant to be knightly, but I'm not a knight anymore.
No.
So I can't really call him Squire. So I'm trying to find a term.
Serf.
serf. Yeah, okay, right.
Prison bitch.
Well, I can't call him
Slave.
Yeah.
Serf or slave, both work. Just treat him like a slave.
Well, no, so I want to have a term that's a bit more affectionate because everyone else is just, them or human, and I want a term for him that's a bit more than that.
Yeah, I thought I had one, which was special
Yeah,
human.
but it's too long. I can't
Thank
call
you.
you special human like all the time.
Ah, okay.
Slave!
So I think I might use serf.
Yeah, serf, slave,
Oink.
huskarl. Yeah, oik.
Is blood bag an acceptable
Blood
term?
bag.
Yes.
No, because
You're
you'd want to spill him.
No, but he's like, I'm saving him.
You can call him blood bag.
He's saving in case of a particularly blood-dry day.
Helot.
Helot.
Yeah, that's a fancy word. That's a fancy Greek word for slave.
I'm going to call you Helot then. That's
Hello,
fine.
okay.
It's just I wanted the term to establish, like, what the fuck are you calling me?
Alright, fair
What
enough.
about meat puppets?
No.
No,
Okay.
that's
Pretty
That's the
Pandora
red
uses
shirts.
that one.
yeah, that's the victims.
Right.
Okay, yes. So I've been standing waiting for him to finish his explanation.
Yeah, is it. So pretty much we need to kill things, so we can take over the prison, and then we can look for the ship.
That was an interesting explanation.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of fighting elsewhere. Who is fighting what exactly, and why are we here?
We're here to take over that, as I point to the big fort, over the distance,
That seems difficult.
because that's got an armory.
While they're still talking, because I've gotten bored of them talking, I'm going to start walking toward the tomb to go and investigate it. Stumpy.
And at that point, you hear an air horn.
Okay.
Presenting Mistress Pandorica.
Oh my god.
They haven't got any rose petals, so they've got confetti made of holy texts from the priory. But they are throwing like confetti as you walk in. She acquired a group of 15 sycophants. It's an actual item of war gear in the book.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
In the Summer's book, yeah.
So
Yes.
Pandorica walks in with her bitches.
Yeah.
They're throwing down tattered pieces of imperial holy books for her to walk on as she.
Well, I turn to you and
comes
ask,
in.
do you know
And they-
who
and they-
Protect stuff.
Yes,
didn't
I
have
know
trumpets,
followers
so
are
they
getting
had
more
air horn.
extravagant.
They're improvising.
They're improvising.
Are they always
Oh,
this
maybe you could be a
flamboyant?
new toy.
Yes, always.
They bled on some of them to make them red instead of parchment coloured.
Oh, yes.
Pandorica!
I put my hands.
Where are we going?
across
What are we
him
doing?
Yep.
And put a handprint as she walks up, so I can make her know that.
Claim.
Right,
Heretical.
I see you doing that. I'm like, you're no fun.
Right.
I'll give you the
If you could describe Pandorica to
Right. So
to Dave.
I look like no. He hasn't seen without armour, so I'm not explaining that.
Okay.
Okay. So what you can see is the normal armour of a space marine, which has been
Is
modified.
it coloured a little sort of pink or purple? Or?
No, hang
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Which has been modified for breasts.
Mm.
Yep.
That's both weird, not normal, and that's never not something you see.
Oh no, it's very, very rare.
I'm 70% metal. I'm not one to,
Yeah, that's
criticise
pretty standard.
ornamentation.
Yes.
What about a judge?
Just like I don't understand,
I didn't actually pick
fleshy
the colour
things
for my,
anymore.
It's generally
My armour.
something
Decadent.
decadent.
Yeah.
Probably that purple and gold.
Fairly.
Yeah,
Purple and gold,
Purple
yeah.
gold's the classic. Yeah.
How incredibly
Really
fun.
well,
Typical Empress children,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
So there have been bits where you could see the Aquilia and things like that, which have been properly defaced with like a smiley face over the top of it.
Yeah.
Penises here, there, everywhere.
Dong!
Phallic symbols everywhere.
Yeah.
Dongs for the Dong God.
Phallic symbols on the weird female space marine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where are we? What are we doing? I have a very feminine but masculine voice. If you know what I mean.
It is actually disconcerting. She has a
Yeah.
talent that
Smile
makes
and
it.
nod like I know.
Yeah. I've got the Fear 2 aura
Mhm.
around me, so
Yeah.
I'm frightening.
Cool.
Lord Pan, and I point down, unusual enemy I've not seen before.
Ooh. I don't think any of my things are going to help, so
Yeah, Forbidden Law Xenos.
no.
They are a formidable foe. I poke you in the side where your wound is to show her.
Yes.
I know the bits in your armour are missing.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah.
No, I've actually got holes where I've got blood coming out of me.
New holes in things!
Damn it! I'm gonna will myself better. I'm gonna spend an infamy point to get better.
Just heals.
5. Is that 3?
Yeah, 5 and 6 is 3.
Yay! I heal a bit faster.
In my presence, you heal more. I understand.
It's like
The hole gets smaller in fear of something going into it.
The hole's just like.
I'm no doctor, but your hole is doing weird things.
The others have infiltrated the form.
I'm
Really?
willing it better. I can do that.
This is an attack on 2 fronts: unknown enemy and the loyalists. And
Where would be best for me to go?
I would like a joint effort for other creatures they come. We also have this blood bag who claims to be more useful than the scum that hereditates this place.
Blood bag. I've only got 30% blood left in me. The rest is oil.
And he talks back. We'll have to train him out of that.
Oh,
Does that
you don't
mean I
fuck
get
that
to
blood.
have fun? Come on.
3 strikes.
Yes. How many's he on?
Oh no.
None.
Oh.
I'm starting now.
It's going to be a long day.
1.
Ooh, this is happening quickly.
Oh, it knows how to count.
Hey, look!
Right.
As I wander over to
I've
the.
got my whole head
to the
armor on,
tomb.
and you literally I just go.
He is without fear. That may amuse you.
Yeah, so I've just got, hey, look, there's a tomb as I walk over towards it.
Yes. Anyway, but also sticking out the ground is a huge metal construction, big monolith of metal. And judging by the trail of corpses, it looks like that's where they originated from.
Ooh.
From a door that is now just a blank piece of metal.
Yeah, so I'm going to put my hand on the other. So we're stood like this, and I put my hand on your other shoulder, so my arm is around you. Come on, little one, let's go and explore.
Go on then, let's have a look around.
You're sort of
Let's find the
hand
ship.
back, seeing that you're busy.
Yes, stay there. I'll be back soon.
Right. So this, So if you wish to either you wish to examine said monolith.
Oh yeah, I'm getting
You
there.
there first.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if I can get my forbidden law. Well, would it still be Xenos at this point?
It would be Xenos.
Yeah.
Before you roll, it's going to be a no.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm not going to forget this time. So foresight.
Holy.
Plus 10 to my to my intelligence roll.
He remembered instead of being hindsight.
Holy crap.
Yes.
Look at that.
3 degrees of success.
LSD.
3 degrees of success.
Finally, I might be able to get somewhere.
No.
Meg is draining our rolls, isn't he?
You remember something about this? What was your previous career
What was 420?
before being a dirty heretic?
I was just a guardsman.
You were a guardsman. Yes, you remember.
Well, I started off as a guardsman, and then I wanted, ended up looking up other things, like modifying weapons and looking up other knowledge and stuff like that.
You remember. It's coming back to you now. The glyphs that are carved into this structure, the weird shimmery black metal. It's they are a kind of Xenos. It's not. These aren't sort of artifacts of the machine gods or anything. These are they're an ancient Xenos race, sort of commonly called Necrons by
I know a name.
by High Command, or you heard the name the Necrotier by as a more proper name.
Fuck. Yes, okay. So it's like I get closer to the monolith. I basically ended up sort of touching. Is it look more like marble or metal, or is it more metal?
Yeah, no, it's a
Brushed
marble,
aluminum.
but it's metal. It is metal, but it has a strange shimmer to it.
Yeah, so we'll look at it. And I'm just gonna go.
Brushed aluminum.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I remember.
Again, it was something that was in a that you remember reading in in like an old after action report, and some officers describing theoretical sort of scenarios about.
Yeah, it's just like, oh yes, you weren't here. Yeah, it's like, yeah. So these things belong to some really ancient race. They look techie, but they're not like machine gods or anything like that. I remember they were called Necrons.
What's a Necron?
Bad things. Really bad things.
That's the
Were
thing.
those the creatures
That's
we
the
That's the
defeated?
thing.
Yes.
That's what that thing is. Alright.
Yes.
From my guess, that they've been
And
slumbering
bits
in this
of
planet for
tiny spidery things.
however many years.
They're all slashed out.
And
Mostly
the
clothes.
shift has awoken them somehow. But these were all like myths and legends. Purely theory. They could supposedly tear anything apart. Nothing could really stand up to them.
Until now.
Where did these things come from?
Like you just said, you believe they were here slumbering.
No. How did they get here?
They came out of that. Well, this.
Then why don't we destroy it?
We're going to have a look inside first.
Oh, go ahead, have a look inside. Please be my guest.
Okay. Do you have any sort of inquiry
I
type
want to.
skill or
I don't feel like I'm
percept?
He's got awareness, he doesn't have inquiry.
Try awareness. Just to have a cursory look at it.
Okay, so this is your first one. So, awareness is based on the perception, which is your 37. So you need to roll 37 or less to get it.
Yeah. So what they face so far, they face these, which are the warriors,
37 or less, yes.
and
Yes.
those which are the spies. Those come in big swarms. You never find one of those.
Okay.
He rolled a 7 on his
He
first
rolled
roll.
a 7.
A 7.
Oh, fuck
Okay,
off.
so let me work it out. So you've got 37, so you've got 3 degrees of success because you've got 30
Cool.
plus.
So I will tell. Yeah. So I can tell you some stuff.
Thank you.
Right.
I like stuff.
Okay. Yeah. There is no. Right. There is. You can see no physical way in. The sort of what appears to have been the doorway isn't. It's just. It's solid. It's solid, seamless metal on that part. You look around. The whole thing seems to be powered down. The metal you can see with your improved optics and your knowledge, you can see that where there has been damage to the surface of this thing, either from crossfire or from coming out the ground, you can see on a tiny level the metal is growing back. The crystalline structure of the metal is healing itself.
Oh, that's fascinating. This metal is actually regenerating itself.
I refer to
Metal
my
can't do that
previous
normally,
statement.
right?
Let's just destroy it.
I don't know, this is unique. Think of ships with this kind of metal plating on the outside, you would be nearly indestructible.
Do you think the creature's going to come back?
I can't say at this point,
Then
but I
I'm
know
destroying you.
Chances are there are probably multiple structures like this which have possibly
Well,
sprung
let's
up.
stop them from coming here.
Question is,
Well,
how do we
let's do this.
destroy it? If
I'm
it's-
going to draw my sword and hit it.
Okay. Meanwhile,
Just very quickly, so the question you had, so the foresight you've got is what your pride is not the same as the foresight talent, which is a different thing, so you don't have the same skill as him. Okay?
big ass door.
Okay, so before we even walk off, just after he's done that, I'm being a fucking idiot. You said some of them had melter guns, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up a melter gun.
Oh no.
Yep. You get right. Yeah. One of your mooks heads up onto one of the gantries
I
and
don't
throws
do
down
it.
a melter gun for you.
Thank you.
Oh, fucking hell, it's heavy.
Is that a... Are you gonna...
I'm gonna prop it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
prop it up on one of the barriers to give it some support.
Right. Right. These are maximum clip size of 5. This one's been fired, so it has a clip size of 3.
Okay.
Moment.
So I'm gonna prop it so that I've got some support, and I'm gonna properly brace
They've
it.
got no recoil.
That's fine. I'm not trained in these.
Yeah. Because they're a directed energy weapon. They have no recoil.
So I'm not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure it's sort of propped, braced, and use that to steady it, and then I'm going to aim it
Yeah.
to give me as many bonuses as possible.
Name it some more.
I can only get the benefits of one full aim. And then I'm going to fire it at the door.
Okay.
For untrained, it's half ballistic, isn't it?
Yes.
Does the +20 for aim apply before or after?
It's and also it's a very big. The door will give you a +30 to hit because it's huge.
Okay, am I applying the aim and the +30 before
Yes.
or after the halving?
After.
After the halving.
Yeah.
So 26 before I.
Because it's half your stat.
Cool. So 26 for the stat,
Mm-hmm.
plus 50, 76.
You should hit it, no problem.
65.
Right.
Oh.
1 degree.
Right. You pull the trigger. You close your eyes, pull the trigger, and there's this roaring noise. The air in front of it heats up to the point where it glows almost in a plasma. It looks like a big beam that's firing out, but you know it's not actually firing a beam. That's just the effect it's having on the air.
Yeah.
And it hits the door with a huge bang and a roar. You keep your finger on the trigger, and you can see the door glowing red, then yellow, then white.
Okay, so I as I'm sort of keeping it there, I'll sort of turn around. If there's any more, grab them and bring them here.
Come on to me.
And then it stops.
Ah, motherfucker.
Right, you can through all the smoke, you can see a hole it's only about that big, of metal dripping down.
Oh, fucking fantastic!
But yeah, but there's
I know what you're gonna do.
I have 6 grenades and a crack grenade.
You're now a postie!
Yeah,
Whee!
I'm going to casually wander over to the door. Fucking that's hot.
Yeah, it is still red hot. You can hear you can hear the metal around the door pinging. Doing that pinging noise that you get when you hit metal.
Good job I stole that fucker's armour. So I'm going to pull the pin on a grenade and basically post it through the door, and then step back.
Roll to hit, because this could easily hit the edge of the door, stick to the molten metal.
Okay, so because I've wandered up, I'm right up close to it, so I'm actually going to take the time to make sure it goes through.
Your hand.
Oh yeah. I'll take the time to make sure it goes through.
Ah, it's stuck.
So I will aim.
You spelled for me, bitch.
No, have nearly 5 degrees of success.
Right, you post it through. You can't see what's through the hole because it's just.
And that one is the
smoke.
crack grenade.
Crack grenade. Oh yeah, crack is whack.
Just fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crack grenade. The crack grenade goes up with a boom, and there's shouting from the other side.
I love the sound of panic.
And some sporadic lasgun heavy bolter fire at the door, which you hear it sort of just pinging on the other side.
Harmlessly, because it's a fucking blast door.
All they've seen is it glowing, and then
Bang.
smoke everywhere, and yeah.
Okay. So once again, once I've taken a moment.
Right. One of your red shirts says, "Boss," and he's got this thing that looks like a small rugby ball type thing, which he's gesturing to throw at you. It looks like a fuel cell for the.
Don't throw that, you fucking moron!
That's what.
So the melter gun is completely out of
charge.
charge entirely.
Yeah, this mook has one fuel cell for you.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to take that,
Mm-hmm.
stick it next to the door.
Yeah.
Put it in the hole.
If they shoot it before I'm ready, by
put it in
some
the hole.
luck. So I'm going to stick it by the door,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take 3 grenades all at once.
Oh no.
This is going to be stupid as fuck, and it's going to be great.
Quick.
So I'm going to pull the 3 grenades and go, run, motherfuckers, run!
Fingers in your ear, mouth open.
And I'm literally,
Oh god.
I'm going to start running.
Yeah, give me a agility check now.
Yep.
I thought Vars's very bad idea was a very bad idea.
1 point to fail.
1 point to fail.
One fail by 1 point.
If me.
You skid.
No, fuck it.
Okay, take a. Right, it goes boom.
Oh, wait.
Whoa, wait.
I don't fail.
Why
I
not?
get a bonus because I have my
Come on, think fast.
I have my precognition, which gives me +8 to my evasion
You
test.
do have precognition.
So that gives me +8 to that. So I do succeed by 7 points.
You see yourself falling down exploding and catching on fire. But then you remember. But then you're back in the present, and you know to not slip.
You missed that supposed banana skin.
Remember, don't be shit.
Yeah.
And remember, if artists would do it, don't.
Yes. So yes, you get a flash of premonition 5 seconds into the future of you dying horribly in a fireball, and manage to avoid that fate.
So yeah. So I've done these 3 grenades so far.
When the smoke clears, there's a ragged hole in the door, big enough for him to crouch through.
Yay!
If it's big enough for him to crouch through, then you can get in, no worries.
What can I say? I love my job.
You proceed through to the command centre. And is it time for a... what time do you have to break normally? Okay, no, we'll keep going then. So, we will, for expediency, we will say that you slaughter your way through the remaining defenders.
Accurate.
And arrive at the command centre.
Happy Tree Friends theme music.
You axe through, I'm assuming you're axing through the door.
Oh yes.
You power axe through the door. The command centre is in a bit of a shambles. There's you've got guardsmen at stations quickly going for pistols. You've got the few sort of headquartered guards that are there. There's empty food, there's empty ration cartons and things everywhere in here. They've not left here for since the whole situation started, and they're all in fear.
As they should be.
You're intimidating as fuck, right?
I mean, I'm a space marine. I stumble towards the commander.
Right, yeah, okay. Also, are you demanding everyone not fire?
Surrender or die.
You intimidate.
Yeah, boy.
Do you have it?
Feel my
I do
inner
that.
spirit.
Right.
Intimidate.
Where is intimidate?
Oh, willpower. Ooh, crap.
You don't have intimidate.
Okay,
So
so
it's
half,
half your
half,
willpower.
half.
I'm gonna
Well,
fail.
it's still 21. There's still a chance.
I'm gonna fail. Hey, look at that! I failed.
Yeah.
That's what you
Surrender or die.
Okay. Yeah. One steps for his console. And goes for the Emperor. Take a last pistol shot.
Oh god, no.
That's 10 damage.
Your false god won't save you now.
And you axe him in half.
I was going to say, were you even going to grace him with the axe and just throw your fist in?
Yeah, that's just it. I'll just crush it.
Yeah, others, you see others just throwing down whatever they had.
Good. That's what I like to see.
This is wonderful.
The commander's through there.
I'm gonna start wandering over that way. I'm assuming he's probably coming. But
You won't get much out of him.
do
Well.
you think we care?
We will. Blood, organs, vital tissue.
Oh well, that's a good point.
My lords, what shall we do with these?
I mean, they have surrendered, and we did say we wouldn't kill them. I don't know, whatever the fuck you want.
This room's getting a little corpsey. Clean it up.
So, just shoot them in the back.
So, gonna wander over to where the commander's office is, I guess.
Yeah, There's a little commander's sort of briefing room thing behind the main control centre. Right, you see this ashen sort of this ashen man sort of just slumped over his desk, sort of hair sort of greasy and slipped with sweat. All these books, all these books and pamphlets out in front of him, and he looks up from a book. He's like,
You look awful tired.
the monsters everywhere. They came from everywhere. They came out of the walls. They came from the skies. They picked men up. They took them away. We couldn't stop them. The Hortons couldn't stop them. You here to stop them?
Yes.
You stop them.
That's one of the plans, yes.
What are they?
Screamers of sea.
Not talking about them.
I think the flying ones, that's the ones he's talking about. Well, at least one of them anyway. The other ones I'm not so sure about. I don't know what the better ones are.
So he's getting his.
But Cassis does.
So does Leon.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk over to his desk while he's sort of jittering, and after I've sort of
Just casually start picking up the books and throwing them on the floor.
Don't leave that.
Hey, books can have some interesting knowledge in them, you fucking vagrant.
No, it's because he's interested in them.
I'm sorry if you
Well, I
want
do.
books, they're in pieces at my feet.
I don't care about the holy books. God, they're not
I
interesting.
don't know. I do remember
So
it
this
does.
is
That's like corruption points.
So this individual, you know, is Major Felthan
Felfan.
of the 81st Light Infantry. He is yes, he looks to be rather unhinged now.
He's seen some shit.
Is that one of the names we
I
have?
think so.
There's other things. We've heard of other things.
What other things?
Machines run amok.
What are they called?
We don't know. We haven't seen them here. We've only heard fragmentary reports from our outposts. Everything else has gone quiet.
I've thrown out a chunk of the Necrons.
You're a space marine.
Oh, well spotted.
Hey.
You are here to save us.
Yes.
I ask you a question, man. Do you find your faith shaken by the events here? You seem a little bit distressed.
Horrific creatures. They just formed out of mid-air, trailing fire, hunting my men like they were birds of prey.
Yes, well, they tend to do that. They hold great power. They are not feeble like humanity.
Broken into my fortress. It has fallen. I failed. What other horrors are outside?
Oh, many.
Hello.
Great many.
Oh, kill them!
But there are ways to forestall such a horrific judgment. You don't have to die the feeble, God-fearing individual that you are.
I'm trying to persuade him. What sort of how are you going to persuade him?
I'm deceiving him into selling his soul to the dark gods.
Give me a deceive then.
Because it's the only one that's not going to fuck my fellowship.
By the way, Ludus loved your melter and grenade combo. By the way,
What can I say? I'm a psycho. I will actually use an infamy point on this to attempt to do better.
It shall be deemed the Cassis method.
the Cassis method, and don't do a Varsius.
Fuck! Fail by 7 points. With a fellowship at 25. That's not bad, but
I see what you're saying. There's no saving any of us. He taps away on his computer. Open the gates. The fortress is lost.
well, it's not a whole chocolate bar. But we've got a Hershey's Kiss.
He stands up. Takes a gun from his desk.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Waste of ammo.
I know, right?
Cunt.
Outside, you suddenly see the gate, the main gates opening.
Guess-
Okay. I'll say mid-swing.
Sorry, mid-swing.
Huge sliding gates. Oh yes, yeah.
You should see what she
first
was
of all,
mid-swing on
oh,
the
yes, you're-
monolith.
You start going to town on the monolith with your sword.
Okay, am I actually doing anything?
You're making cuts. You're making like little cuts in it, but it's like if you were to try and hit a battle tank with your sword.
Okay, I
It's
stop.
not doing much.
I Fox to Terabyte, Brother Terabyte.
Brother Donatus?
Is that door opening your accordance?
Yes, it is. The fortress is ours.
Wonderful.
There are still defenders there, remember? There are still lots of defenders in the fortress. But yeah.
Really good.
So,
The heretic
intercom.
that just spoke to me.
Sorry.
The one that named himself Varsius.
Mm-hmm.
He told us that the creatures we are fighting are something called Necrons. Please pass that on to Lunix. We won't know what they are.
Yeah, we don't know what they are in characters.
So the
Actually, my character's got a lot of background in like tech priestery, so
Well, it would be either a forbidden or Xenos or possibly architect.
Bugger.
Yeah, so we still don't know who they are.
Damn it.
When the commander used the intercom, was it just in the fortress, or would they have been able to hear it outside?
They may have been able to hear it, but it would have been garbled.
Okay, are there external speakers on it as well?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to his console and see if I can use the intercom to speak to fucking everyone I can, basically. So I'm going to turn on the button and go... Attention, Saint fucking Anard! We have taken your little fortress. Your commander has ceased to be, via bullet, and the world is ours. Ish. If you all would like to throw down your arms against us, or even take up arms alongside us, I promise we won't kill you. We will accommodate you accordingly, but those who fight back will be summarily murdered.
Give me a deceive then. Honeyed words.
Oh,
No,
come on.
Again, fail.
Right.
That's by
Well,
just over a degree.
you've got through to some of them, and it's causing quite a lot of unrest in the fortress.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
But because it's throwing chaos to them, they're going to be focused less on the outside, and people can come in.
Exactly.
And the gates are open.
So, outside crew.
Okay.
After hearing that, I go, can I go there? I have an idea.
I was planning for us to slaughter our way through the gates. There is still some fighting within.
I'm just
Shall we?
looking over the commander's notes.
Oh, one thing. Why don't we put a lot of explosives around this and set it off as we're leaving?
Not
I want Brother
Notes.
Terabyte to have a look at that. I think he'll have us more information.
What have you heard? of the
Yeah, I feel like we need quite a lot of explosives for this.
In a moment, I will see.
Anyway,
how
let's go.
many of
I'm
your
bored.
knowledge is.
So you're all heading into the fortress.
Yay, into the fort, into the fort.
I'll wait till I come back.
I would say I'd skip, but you know, I can't with the heavy bolter.
The defense is
Minimal at
sporadic and uncoordinated. Casualties on your way in are minimal. Some of your mooks get gunned down by the few brave guardsmen that are.
Wait,
still-
am I 15 still okay?
Oh yeah, no, they say they know to stay out of your way when you're fighting, and you summon them when you want them.
They're safe, it's fine.
They don't have armour; they just have their scanty robes,
loincloths.
Well,
loincloths.
one of my
Posing
friends
patches.
who was speaking to me separately has said, suggestions for our warband name include Doom Scions,
Doom Science, that's pretty
Doom
cool.
Science.
Screaming Revenants,
Hmm.
Grand Madness Brood, Eternal Solace, Primal Spawn, and Primordial Worms and Space Marines. And I was like, that doesn't sound as good. Has anyone got a
I like Primal Spawn.
I did actually.
I'm bigger on the first one, the Doom Scions, personally.
just because I realised we were just doing the announcement and we can't we don't have join the no we need a name.
Your warband name, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
The
we
Doom
just- sorry, I know that's
Scions
just a side
and
point. I'm
Buses.
very
Yeah,
sorry.
that's cool. That's cool.
Which,
As we're leisurely walking in, I'm going to be saying some things to you. So, I've been having some fun, as you know, and I've been able to use something. And then I start talking, I start sounding like one of the Sisters of Battle. Like one of the high-up Sisters of
Very
Battle.
high and mighty, and
I have been able to acquire the voice of one of their fair maidens. Maybe we should use this to our advantage.
Lunax, I don't know
Yes.
why, but I want to throw up, but I don't have a stomach, so how do I do that?
I have like 2 stomachs.
No, stomachs are useless. Got rid of
Where
them years
shall I
ago.
get them to go?
what?
I can send them anywhere.
Who?
The guards, people, anybody.
This is not my area of expertise.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
so our heretics have taken Fort St Anard, and much like the prison plant, although it's not fully theirs because there are still lots of there are still lots of enemies running amok around it. The place is in disarray and is no longer the imposing defensive edifice it was.
So how far in space is from the cathedral, which is our base currently, to the spaceport?
Let me check the map.
So I think they're opposite ends of the main.
Yeah. And I'm looking at here, so I don't know how far away that is.
It won't be more than sort of 20 miles. And you've got some vehicles and things to get around with.
Okay.
Although there may be some obstacles in the streets, like hordes of prisoners looking to kill or for food.
I'm imagining basically that we're all together in a space currently because we're in our home base.
Yes.
We've invited.
Aren't we still in the fort?
No, this is the next depot.
Yeah.
The fort's the most defensible place.
I know, but the cathedral is our home base.
Yeah, all your stuff is there.
Yeah.
I'll be considering that we might have had a chance to heal our wounds overnight, or
any
not.
wounds?
No, you can get one. You get one wound back.
Hooray!
And any fatigue?
Yeah, you can get your fatigue back.
Yay! No more fatigue.
No more fatigue.
Fatigue.
Okay, well, I still make the argument that we get people to bring any shit we've left at the cathedral back, but because the fort is a better, more defensible position, I suggest that we use it as main base for now because it's better defensible.
I will disagree with you because my shrine to my god is in the cathedral.
Can't really argue with that.
You can make a second one here, meaning you have more than one on the same planet, which is even better.
I would, but I have a requirement of using this one.
No.
I'm gonna make another one.
Okay.
But there's something I need to do first.
We can wait while you do it. I'm somewhat quite happy. I was like sort of sat in like the commander's chair, like getting comfy with his coat on.
Yeah. Rumours are more rumours come through of the Necrons out in the desert, of them forming up into phalanxes.
The what?
Oh yeah. I remember what they're called.
I know I passed on the information.
Is that?
So what do they look like?
They're effectively metal men of a vague description.
Because that's frightening.
They're some kind of ancient race. Loosely written about because they're like myth and legends and.
Give me your body cam now.
Where did you put it? Did you put it back up here? Hang on.
Oh, fuck.
So wait, hang on. You're is that fear that I'm sensing?
Shut up!
Okay.
Does not feel fear. But
What is it, Brother Terabyte? Your use of language is most distressful.
You know when you find out a myth isn't a myth? Yeah.
Okay.
That.
So we need to go fight them.
I wouldn't.
I fear nothing. So we fight them.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So their tombs are made out of some weird metal that regenerates itself.
It's utterly fascinating. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Tomb where?
The one that was that spawned outside.
Take
Did
me
you not see
there
it?
now.
Yeah, well,
First, can
We
I borrow
do
your
they've got
assistance
the
just for a
skulls and
moment?
things from them.
Take me to the tomb.
We are in the middle of a meeting, brother. Calm yourself.
I require your assistance.
I told you I don't make industrial
No,
vibrators.
No, of course not.
Oh wait,
What
that was
I
serious.
need is for you to get the comms working for all of the places where we currently still have the loyalist against us.
I mean, just over there.
I know, but I need to make sure that all of them hear it.
I mean, I think I used as many as were working when I did it, so I suppose if you just use the same setting, in theory it should reach everyone possible?
That's in theory. I need to know for sure.
Okay, so we've got investigating these creatures. You would like to use the comms to speak with the others.
Yes.
I have a task which I require all of us to do as well.
Is it to do with fighting the other
It is
gangs?
fighting the Necrons.
Ah, yes.
That's what mine will be helping us with.
I mean, you can probably leave me out of that equation.
I just require your assistance to bring additional help.
Well, I can bring additional help if I can, but I'm not too interested in fighting those things.
Well, they do pack a punch, but with, more of us, then better for winning, I guess.
Brother Donatus, is that what damaged your armor?
Yes.
Oh god.
How many did it take to damage your armor in that way?
5.
Because
There was a swarm of those buggy things as well, but we took care of them pretty quick.
Indeed, we did.
I cannot help but curious if these creatures have the same regenerating metal as their monoliths, though.
Some of your other commanders are here as well at this meeting. There's Baron Oganov, who sort of fawns over Pandorica.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's fallen on hard times since being the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. You saw that? I'll show you a picture of him.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He's a leader of a Slanesh corps. That's him.
Ah,
See what he means.
Mm-hmm.
very nightcore, yeah.
Yeah, he is there, and then the Colonel is there as well.
Which parts of this world are currently most occupied by the Loyalists?
Right. Okay. One of your minions comes forward. There, we have reports of an armored unit breaking out of the prison and heading into the desert, where we presumably they will be regrouping and preparing to strike back. There are loyalist holdouts around the spaceport, with other units moving to reinforce them. We are not able to. Well, we are not having any success in stopping them. Our forces are too scattered and disorganised.
Okay. What we need to do is strengthen our warband, whittle down some of these metallic monsters so we can take the spaceport and retrieve our ship.
Then there are holdouts of the Imperial Guard and Arbites at various blockhouses and guard towers around the prison. But these are holdouts.
Those are the people I need to talk to.
So, my plan as it stands is Lord Pan, speak with the others of this planet and persuade them to our ways.
Mm-hmm.
I would like us to summon some reinforcements once Brother Terabyte has got some additional information on these creatures. And we are going to then attack the desert on this armoured unit and the monstrosities in one fell swoop once we've done that.
Yeah, again, you can count me out of that. I'm not going into that fight.
No,
What would
Lunax,
you
I have a
suggest we
mission
do?
for you.
To be honest, I'd suggest we find our fucking ship, because at the moment we're stuck on this shit pile until we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really see much benefit in fighting these things, especially if they're some kind of regenerating metal.
Lunax,
When-
I have a mission for you.
We have no way of leaving. I think our best bet is to be able to actually get our ship back.
Ooh, give me a.
Find as many heavy weapons as you can and come up with some really bad ideas.
Bad ideas.
Lunax.
Yeah.
Do you have knowledge Imperium?
No. I have Screaming Vortex, Coronus Expanse, Psychers, Warp, and Astrographer as a trade.
Give me Psychers. With a +20.
Tactical
Plus 20.
Imperialis help it at all? Probably not, but
Fuck it, I'll use an infamy on that. Because I still have 2 more. And shocking. Oh, no.
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 Things and stuff.
things mean things. Duh.
Look, I do know that you're thinking in terms of 2 dimensions, i.e., us loyalists. Then you've got the metal things. We've also got demons running around who aren't currently exactly aligned to anyone. So we've got about 4 different factions, so to speak, all kind of with different agendas.
My lord,
There'll be 3 soon.
there are my lord, if I may speak, there
I
are
speak.
there are reports of members of the garrison deserting, roving bands who are casting aside their loyalties, but again they become an unknown and disruptive faction in themselves.
So as great news as that is, that kind of makes it 5 factions rather than 4.
But even then, all the prisoners are not unified under us.
6.
they
You're
were-
just bringing more bad news, man.
They were all. I mean, while all the prison, all of us were glad to be free. It is only, but not all of us have seen the light
That is
to
fine.
follow you.
Thank you for your words. In this respect, we will become the strongest unit, therefore the only one to join will die.
So what I'm hearing is that we need to try and unify the clans, as it were.
That's my plan.
As much as you're talking about different terms of leaving, we need to finish the job we started.
We did. We were asked to quite literally take this planet from where it was and put it where it is. Now, we've succeeded.
And then here we have a bunch of stray minds that require moulding to our lords.
Yeah, see, that's why our thought processes differ a little bit. You are on a different level of
I will
general
continue
planning
on the
than I am.
task I feel we need to do. You find the ship then.
I prefer that. I'm not going into that fight because I like being alive.
3 times you have told me that now, Lunax. I understand. Find the ship is your mission.
That's fine. I'm going to stress my point because it's kind of what I do.
One thing we would know, being a psyker, that how would the planet communicate with how would this planet have communicated to the outside galaxy before? Is that apparatus still in place? You know that they would have an astropath chamber, and if any of them are still alive, there may be a few. They're probably very mad, insane.
You
Might be
could still
possible
use.
to use one of them.
Sound crazy to talk to crazy, I understand.
I would like to point out that in this regard, I would actually need some help from someone who knows the technological ins and outs of some of the equipment, because I'm not very good with that side of things.
Fine.
You already asked that you're going to be investigating these creatures and helping Lord Pan. Maybe there is another person who is good with mechanics that can help you.
Well, no, if it's technological prowess you require, I can offer some assistance.
You did not list that in your list of skills before.
It's quite obvious what is what. Oh,
I have a metal arm coming out of my back. It is
Congratulations.
And
Yes.
who is this bag of bolts?
He claims to be the best pilot we'll ever meet.
He doesn't look like an AI program to me.
Touche. But either way, I believe I can have the technological aspects.
001 burn.
Then I'll take you.
What was it? What was it? Ninja?
Ninja.
Ninja.
Engine.
Although the communication aspect is not mutually exclusive to her thing. So depending on how that's involved, if you're able to find out any other communications things, you can tell me for getting hold of people.
And you, my darling, are going to help me.
My darling. Have I done well?
She said that's what your name is.
Oh. I still take it as a compliment. Okay.
Oh, it is of the highest order.
Is that not?
It is.
I thought that what?
No,
No,
it is.
it came from you. Of course, it's a compliment.
He's learning, brother. He's learning to suck up.
We are going to put some things together, which I will require the assistance in the cathedral, Lord Pan, when you're done, brother, when you're done.
No. Ooh.
Right. We have our missions. Let us regroup and we'll see you back here in a bit.
Right. So, Ninja, Lunas.
Okay, so
Lunacy.
it is lunacy, to be honest.
So you're going to see if you can go to the where the Governor General's offices were. What was his name before you killed him? The big cheese of this place.
Is it the Warden?
The Warden, that was it. The Warden.
Warden
Moran.
Yeah, it's good.
Before we do leave, I'm going to check and see if there was a communications tower or some similar thing that was like attached with the.
There is an astropathic chamber.
Okay, is that near
it's
the?
It was in the Warden's headquarters.
In the Warden's headquarters. Cool.
In a big tower.
Fantastic.
One of the towers that came off the top of it, and it's still standing.
Okay, so when we are heading that way,
you roll on the encounter table. Roll.
Okay.
1, 2, someone roll.
I'll let you do it.
So what's it
What was it,
rolling?
D100?
No, it's a D10.
So a D10, so just that one.
3. Maddened pack of mutated prisoners and heretics. You're violently attacked by 10 mutants / mad prisoners as you're sort of traversing the prison, the streets of the prison.
Okay. I would like to roll to hide.
Stealth, yep. Okay, try stealth.
Fucking hell.
No,
3 degrees of success.
what are you going to be doing?
I will follow suit in this.
Okay,
That's
give me a roll against your stealth. So if you look at stealth,
Doesn't have it.
He
No-
doesn't have
no
it, so it's
Okay, so half agility.
half of your agility.
okay.
So you need to be at 20.
So just the one.
Both.
Or both.
93.
no, very no.
He very much
You've
knows.
taken the fastest way of things and dodge into them.
Yes.
You literally step in front of them and go, wait a minute, this is not what I wanted.
Look.
So I'm just going to point out for this scenario, my disgrace is betrayal. I don't know him. I've managed to successfully hide.
Okay.
I'm hiding.
Right, get ready to fight.
Joy of class.
Roll initiative.
What can I say? I am a bad man.
Both again?
No.
It's
roll-
just
you
the
roll
normal one.
10
Mm-hmm.
plus your agility plus 2.
Okay. So
Well, your agility bonus.
Evil 5.
Yeah, so plus your agility, which is 4, plus 2,
Being
okay.
human.
Strike 6.
12.
and then 16.
Oh,
So
16.
you've got the 10.
Oh right, that's the 10 one. My mistake.
Yep.
So
So yes, you're going ahead of them.
I want to point out, Cassus feels fucking awful for doing this. Lunax doesn't
Doesn't.
give a shit,
Happens.
but
I can,
Cassus feels awful, and I'm
Right.
sorry, Dave.
I can live with your
None of them. None of them are particularly well armed. They're all. Most of them seem to be horrifically mutated. Like the sudden warp exposure has mutated them. But they're armed. Most of them are armed with either claws that they have grown, pipes, shivs. One of them has one of them has a guard's shotgun.
Knuckle dusters made out of glass bottles.
So much better than using this.
Knuckle dusters made out of fucking spines.
Well,
Metal.
while I'm 70% metal, I've got no particular desire to go up against claws, so I'm going to point my las carbines into the thick of them and
Fire!
For what we were discussing just before, so you have a chance to
This is
do a
not a
half
horn.
action aim.
It's 10 individuals. But they
So-
can be frightened or find some of them in
Half action aim, if you can find it on there.
yes, right to the top.
Right, what does it give you?
10 plus 10 bonus to hit as a half action.
So that's aim. So can you find? Is the half action aim separately on here?
No, it's
Oh, no, it's on there.
You've got
It's under
full
aim.
aim and half aim.
So can you find half aim on there?
Yeah, I've got it. 10 plus 10.
Yeah, so that's fine.
And
And then-
also, what type of fire is it that you're doing?
It's a single shot with a las. Oh no, you can do burst as well.
Okay, so are you planning on shooting just once, or are you going to do a burst? That's what the
Do a burst, do a burst, do a burst.
I'm doing a burst.
Okay, so that doesn't add anything, and also
Yeah.
Hang on, we just need to go through each thing as we go. So
Let's go through range.
that's
Range,
I do one doing
range is
it.
fine. It's 100 metre range. And
That's
everything.
okay. I
Oh yeah,
just
no. So
trying to look
if
over
it's half
here.
range or
Yeah, or
So there's
much
different
less,
ones. So
then-
there's
yeah,
full
half
auto
range.
burst, so that's -10. Is it the same
No, it's
one?
half.
It's a half
It's a
actual
semi-auto burst, not a full.
burst. So semi-auto burst is that's the other one. So that's +0. So but you get an additional hit for every 2 additional degrees of success.
Okay.
So at the moment you're on a +10. So you'll roll your ballistic skill. So you need to roll a D100. You need to get 54 or less.
And also there's an additional +10 on top of that because of the range. It doesn't list it on there, but because
Okay.
it's half range, it's
Yeah.
So
+10.
64 or less you need to get.
Okay, here we go.
What have you rolled?
60.
Pass by 4 points.
So
Yeah.
pass.
So he hits with one roll.
Yeah, you hit with one of them. So roll the damage, which is for a lasgun is 1d10 plus 3.
1d10 plus 3.
Yeah, so roll it a 10.
8.
Okay. 8. They have no. So you have wounded one,
Yay.
but they're all. But there's now one of those just was screaming from its horribly mutated neck.
So this one just says you've got a clip of 60. So you shot.
Pew, 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 pew.
Is it still 2 shots?
It says on the S/ something, so whatever
Yes.
the second number is what
Yeah.
fired.
So that's how many shots you got left.
Okay.
Right. They run towards you.
Yeah, so this one, bullet marking is incredibly important. Unless you're me.
Well, one of them.
Okay.
One
Mr.
fires
Melee
his
build.
shotgun, but because of the range, he's actually it misses you.
Video game logic.
I am pleased by this.
No distance.
And the rest of them?
The rest of them are all armed with shivs and pipes, so ambling towards you.
Well, fortunately,
Eat him!
I do have a power axe, so it does seem.
Okay, but you will get another round of shooting before they're upon you.
I think I will take up that extra round of shooting then.
Yes. So same again.
So, there's still 64 left. On the table.
32.
Nice.
That's 3 degrees of success.
So that's 2 hits then.
Do you
So-
know why it's 2 hits?
Sorry?
Do you know why it's 2 hits?
More or less.
Because you got you got a clear 2 degrees of success more than what you needed.
So
So
that's
it's more than 1 hit.
So that's and for every 2 degrees, it's 1 extra hit on top of the first hit you get.
right. Okay, I follow you.
So roll 2 lots of damage.
So it's just D10 again.
So +3.
6.
Yep.
And-
Okay.
So
And
plus 3.
9.
Plus 3.
Yeah,
9.
so 9, and the next one
12.
12. Okay, right. You fell 2 of them. The one that's
Yay.
in. He falls over, and another one you shoot through the face, and it dies.
I hope you're enjoying your hiding space.
Right.
Oh yeah, from your perspective,
He's just
oh
flat.
yeah, he just
Oh dear,
disappeared.
you take a shotgun.
Oh no.
Okay, so you've been hit.
As a
you
gift,
have
here,
dodge.
have a shotgun.
So in every round of initiative, you can
Throws a
dodge
shotgun at you.
once. In this one, you do get a dodge.
Yeah, so you may try and dodge.
Okay.
So do you have dodge?
Yes, it
I
does.
do have dodge.
Everyone, you always do an unskilled dodge.
No, yeah, because that's one of the few skills, but
Yeah.
it doesn't,
You
it doesn't
get
go down the
40
half, or does it?
It does if you don't.
Mhm.
If you're not trained in it.
Oh, okay.
No, 51.
No.
Okay.
Right, you fail to anticipate it, and you take.
It's a good crash course in learning how to combat.
It is.
And how to pass it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean 1 on 10 seems like a fair fight.
Okay, so you take 8 damage.
Oh no.
There is no pen, but it does have this
Okay, so
scatter rule.
so it's 8 damage. So your armor is 5. Your toughness is 3. So you take
No damage.
no damage. Now, when we first started, it was Burke who taught me this, right? So you take the damage. So say the damage is like this, right? And then you take off your armor. You take off your toughness, which means you take no wounds.
Brilliant.
And that's what he taught me to do on my fingers. It's actually a really good method.
Oh yeah, what?
Yeah, so effectively your armour soaks it.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Bang! Ah!
Even if it looks stupid, but it works, it's not stupid.
But when they're close, another hit like that could be very painful, and you don't have that many hit points, I'm guessing.
No.
Do they? How many?
He's got like, I think he's got
Do I?
14.
Okay.
What?
I'm fucking squishier than him.
But remember, tech priests only are quite tough.
Yeah, so he's
Oh
right.
yeah,
Where
the
Added
natural,
metal and
yeah,
shit.
the natural armor and
Yeah,
stuff.
yes.
I've actually got 14 hit points as well.
But
I'm
bear
just a
in
coward.
mind, at point blank, at close range, the shotgun can potentially do 17 damage.
Oh, that's distressing.
You may want to take him out next.
Yeah.
Right. So now they are close enough that you can charge them if you wish.
I'm going to charge that shotgun user with my power axe. before
Charge
he can
shotgun user. Okay, so a charge is a full action, so that'll be your full go.
Thankfully, he's got quick draw, so he can change his weapon
Yeah.
without any.
That's what I was just about to ask. Does he have quick
Only
draw?
if it's attached to him in some way, or one of them.
It's like it just appears.
I was probably one of his mechanics.
Comes with
Grab it
attack
for
roll.
him.
Yeah,
Comes
so,
with
so
Hand.
Just imagine it has like a little AI,
full
you know,
round
axe master.
so it has to be at least 4 meters. Can he charge it at least 4 meters?
It is at least 4 meters.
Okay, so you get
It's going to look
plus
quite cool to be
20.
charged. They're
weapon
both
skill.
charging at each
Okay, so
other.
plus 63.
So that's 63, yeah. To hit.
Okay, so at least
He's
63.
got a mech draw as well. Well,
Yeah,
No,
of
but
course.
if you're using his power axe.
Make a count.
Okay, come on. Oh, 29.
So
Plus it's
that's 3 degrees of success. So
Three?
4 degrees of success.
4 degrees success. Okay. Now
good
this isn't a horde. This is, it's single opponents, so that means that 4 degrees success means that it will be at least he cannot roll worse than a 4 for damage.
Okay, so roll
because you
your
add your
d10.
success
So
to
what
your
was the number he
damage.
rolled?
29.
29, which means he hits him in
It's the leg.
the left leg.
Yeah, so d10.
Yeah, power
Roll a
axe.
D10.
no, that's fine. So you basically just go straight down.
That's
Plus 7.
plus yeah.
So you're 1d10 plus 7, so you rolled a 7 plus 7, 14.
Does that include the
And
strength
then
as well?
this is. Oh no, I didn't put the strength. And then your strength modifier, so 3. So that's 17. Pen 6.
He dead. You don't cut off his left leg. You cut off his right leg as well. As the searing as the field from your power axe burns clean through his leg, and then while it's still sparking and there's the horrible smell of cooking meat, which you can't smell but you can register it. then the blade cuts into his other leg, and he falls on his stumps and he's dead from shock before he hits the ground.
There is data being received. It is your pain.
And a shotgun falls to the ground as well, which is handy. Right.
I'll leave it like
One of them's going to try and club you. And it does. I'm not going to say he or she because you really can't tell anymore. They're so hideously deformed.
There is no assuming of genders here.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of them.
That's a Jefferson starship.
Pandorica, we don't assume the gender. We speculate. Speculate genders.
Or refuse to acknowledge the existence of.
it doesn't matter. They all get molested by Pandorica all the same.
Okay.
What's your name, Pandorica? What's your gender, Pandorica?
You were attacked with a chitinous appendage, and take. And take 7 damage.
So again, it's a new round. You can choose to dodge, but you are just going to soak that. So,
So there's no point, really.
I'll just stand and take it.
Oh, sorry, 11. Sorry, with
Oh.
strength. But I forgot strength bonus as well.
So, okay.
so
You might wanna try.
you will.
Okay,
so
now
can
I-
you choose to dodge?
Yeah.
I will try and dodge those
Okay.
chitinous claws.
So again, 40 or less.
34.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Because power axes aren't very good for parrying with.
I know that's why I said don't.
Fuck
It's
you,
unbalanced, so you get a minus 10 to parry.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
chitinous.
Parry. Oh,
Unbalanced
I'll just quite
sex
You
rate.
can only do either a dodge or a parry each turn.
He doesn't have parry anyway, so.
No.
Oh, he's even worse at parrying.
He does not.
Right,
parry.
you may strike against another one. The one that just tried to.
So you
speed
don't have a
claw.
charge this time.
Okay.
So for the weapon skill, go for an all-out attack.
Okay.
So that means you're like both hands going for
But you
gold.
can't dodge or parry next turn.
You can't, but it does give you a plus 30 to hit.
It's one of those things you'd weigh up.
So that's one.
Is he the only enemy that's near me at the moment?
No, there are some others.
Okie doke. Maybe not in all that
it's not good to parry. So again, like parry would be your main thing for combat.
You could just make a standard attack.
It could be a swift attack.
Standard.
Yeah,
Swifty. Do you use skill for that?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that lightning attack?
Lightning attack. And a swift attack is talent, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to have a talent for swift or lightning attack.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'll standard attack the Chitinous Claw mutant thingy majig.
Okay, so you need to get 43 or less.
12.
12.
Nice.
Nice.
Right.
So
Okay.
3
A
degrees.
12. That's right. You hit him in the arm.
Okay, so roll a d10
He very
Plus
much
10.
fails to dodge.
18.
and 6.
18 and
18. You've cut him in half.
And then be service.
No, I mean no other way because you hit his arm.
He hit his arm and then went through.
How many opponents does he currently have remaining?
He still has 7 opponents remaining, and no, so 6 opponents remaining,
Okay.
and they are breaking because they've had 25% of their number killed in very short order, and they are scattering back into the ruins.
Glorious.
Cool. I quite at that point, once they've basically gone out of sight and started finishing running, I casually stride out of my hiding place.
Where did you go?
I hid. I'm not interested in dying.
Okay, I understand that.
I don't know why.
Shall we proceed?
Yes.
I don't know.
I was very diplomatic.
I don't know why, but I was expecting Lunax to say I went for a piss.
No, he's not very awesome about it. Anyway, you make it right. You see, you get back to the you make it back to the warden's Hall of Judgment. What was once a grand and imposing building is still imposing, but now the windows are all broken. There's fires smouldering away in corners of it.
It's a lot less grand.
A lot less grand.
The Hall of Crime.
The Hall of Injustice.
Injustice.
I see what you did there.
Helicopter.
Crime does pay.
Delicious crime.
We should steal plans more often. What for less necrons? Fuck the necrons.
There's cool stuff here.
I can't. They won't let
I
me.
am going to set up my precognition
Anything
just to be
kill
safe,
those
or attempt to.
Yep.
Yep. So I set up my precognition, so that's currently running.
Sorry.
So that's 3 degrees success on the focus power.
Hall of Justice. Okay, so as you go into the Hall of Justice, there's a group of armed prisoners, but they just seem to be sitting around drinking.
Well, that looks like fun.
Drinking. They've got some of them got there's some rifles lent up against the wall. There's sort of a small pile of dead Imperial adepts and things in front of them. It looks like they've tortured them horribly before killing them.
Well, Sully, if you can't beat them, you might as well join them.
So speaking of one of your suggestions before, I'm going to go take a piss on the pile of adept corpses.
I can barely remember what it's like to have a bladder that functions. Mine was replaced long ago.
What can I say? It's the easiest way to prove that we're one of them, or just not against them.
I will take your word for it. So that's how it looks, unauthentic.
Right.
Oh, you've
But yeah.
got a stock one.
As we sort of
Mine has
start,
attachments.
as we start heading up towards where the astropath chambers are, I'll just sort of say to them, "Hope you're enjoying yourselves, boys. They look like fun before they died." Exactly what I was thinking, Fred. And I walk off.
I need to update my translation software. I did not understand.
Yeah, that's only what I was thinking, Fred. My name's Sarah.
New language detected. Fucking pissed.
But yeah,
I'll
so
add it to my database.
Investigate.
but yeah, so
Very closely linked
start
to
heading
Birmingham.
towards where the astropath chamber looks like they'll be.
Right. You make your way through the building. It is largely deserted. You can see that it's been pretty much ransacked in the first few days. Occasional, there's a corpse here and there. paperwork and data slates strewn about the place. They took everything that was useful and left.
Yeah, well, I wasn't particularly expecting to come here looting, so.
Data slates are useful. Do you know how much Bitcoin you can mine if you would link them all together?
Like some kind of data slate centipede.
Yes.
Oh no.
Moving swiftly on.
Right, you find your way to where the astropathic chamber would be. There's obviously a big security door. There's a blast door across it. You can see someone has has had a go at bashing it with something heavy, and done very little to it. And then they seem to have sort of set a fire next to it, and sort of blackened and burnt, and then they got bored and seem to have gone away.
Apparently they didn't have access to melter guns.
Apparently not.
Fucking useless people they are. Anything you reckon you can do about the door?
Yes, is there a control panel?
Yes, there is. Take use away.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to access the control panel.
So you've got tech use or security, it depends, but he's asked for tech use.
Mhm.
This one.
You may use security if it's better.
It's the same.
That's fine then.
So it's you get an 88 or less.
Okay.
Did you have an Omni tool which gives any bonuses? So, to.
No, he doesn't.
No, okay.
So yes,
A
88.
combi tool.
And then
Oh.
you got 88 or less to get. So he's got a cerebral implant which gives him pluses to things. So.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Cerebral
88
implant.
less.
Which is awesome.
41.
Beep boop.
That's 4 degrees of success.
Beep boop. If you understand tech speak, that'll be very funny.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh!
you shade you're getting.
Doesn't matter. You can do what he can do, and you can smash stuff.
I'm sensing various levels of contempt.
Yeah, but I
from
didn't manage to do it this session, so.
You smash it. You cut into people up with your axe.
Yeah, but I didn't get any fucking doors open.
Oh well.
All I can think of right now going in his head is anything you could do. I could do better. I could do anything better
Oh,
than
fuck me, that was pretty efficient.
If all else
Fucked in a
fails,
monotone robot voice.
if all else fails, I'm over 7 feet tall.
And you can't teach back.
Okay, shall we?
Okay, so
shall
fuck
we
me, that was
proceed?
efficient. Might try and keep you around after all. And I walk in.
Right. As soon as you step in, you can feel a familiar psychic presence. You, on the other hand, are all weirded out. You're getting anomalous readings coming through.
Can I roll a senescience?
Mm-hmm.
You can't roll that one.
No, no, just-
That one's like a psychic.
No.
awareness.
I kind of failed that one, so
Right.
no.
Yeah, there's a lot of psychic noise.
I'm getting a strange reading from this place. Do you have any understanding of why that is?
I may have an idea.
Do share. I want to classify this as something as anomalous.
Yoo-hoo! Hello? Anybody home?
That's like you hooping some blood.
Yoo-hoo, family!
You may as well have just gone, Ayo!
Yeah, so I will wait for a response.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you just go,
What are you doing here? What are you doing? What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm
Voices coming
assuming
from everywhere.
that this is still the chamber of the astropath. Other people have failed to get in, but that's because they're useless. Well done. We are looking for the astropath because we need to have an astro chat with another astropath
Most
on
of
a ship.
They are all dead. Dead. We killed them. And we killed them.
Oh, wonderful. Can you help?
bad vibes.
From out of the shadows, steps what you immediately recognise as an astropath from sort of like the dark green robes they wear, and the empty eye sockets, a byproduct of their psychic enhancement. Comes forward, withered man comes forward. You would say with an old man, but you can sort of tell he's not old.
Yeah, it's just the toll that the power's taken on him. Are you the artist formerly known as this astropath?
He doesn't open his mouth, but you hear.
Mm.
The warp torn open. The warp was torn open. Their minds. They cannot take it. They're mad. Went mad. They begged me to kill them.
Did you enjoy the killing of them?
We enjoy now. I did. No, I did not.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Get out!
No!
None of this seems to
And
Am I able to attempt to dodge whatever he's doing?
yes.
Cool.
I just want to say, I can't help but seem that you're at odds with yourself.
One sex Cassus. Killing us over here.
I'm going to use an infamy point on that.
Good.
Cool.
Because that was fucking horrific.
That's better.
Yes, 3 degrees of success.
Right. Yes, you dodge a doombolt. Red as a bolt of red and black lightning shoots across the room.
Well, that's distressing.
My immediate reaction is as I'm about to fire one back at him.
In fact, there's a nice picture of an astropath being killed by a chaos spaceman.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So my immediate reaction as I respond in kind is to then say, anything you can do, I can do too, and fire one back.
Okay.
Oh god, it went serious.
Yeah, anything you can do, I can do too, unless it's not a power that I specialise in.
Yes, 3 degrees of success on my Doombolt.
Oh, and it's not a double.
So it's 1d10 plus psi rating, pen 8.
Okay, let's.
If he doesn't dodge.
I don't know, one of the many voices might tell him to stay still.
Wibble fight!
Stand still, you like this? Someone hit him.
Hey, Burke was doing it too.
Yeah, he's allowed.
He's allowed.
Yeah,
The
my
DM's allowed. Someone
Aww.
my train set, bitch. No, he fails to nullify your power.
Cool. So that's 10 pen 8 that I hit him with.
Ooh.
Did you hit him with a Doombolt too?
Yeah.
He
That's
is,
why I
right,
said anything you can do. I can
he
do.
falls to the ground. He's not dead.
Cool.
He's breathing. He's shallow.
So I'll casually saunter up to him, pull out the power sword, rest it at his throat. Now maybe we can have a civil conversation.
They're all inside my head. I don't know why.
Oh dear.
Good. I can use the extra conversation.
He stares at you in his blank, sort of empty sockets and says, I can see the evil swimming around you.
So at that point, as I look directly into his eyes, I'll pull the sort of skin here, and just this one eye flicks back, showing the symbol of Zinch. And I'll say to him, maybe you can pass a message for me. And then I'll release my eye, and my one eye will flick back into place. I make sure I'm careful to be at an angle that he can't actually see my eye.
We've not been able to... You think he's dying? I'm not sure if he'll be strong enough to send anything. Can anyone heal anything?
Unfortunately,
Wait, can anyone at this table do any healing? No, just out of curiosity. I know I can't.
Yeah.
I can heal machines.
There's a really cool Nurgle specialist class that can.
Yeah, no, none of us can do healing, so.
Do I think a dose of manic will get him going long enough to send a
What does
message?
Manic do?
I don't remember. I know I have a
Is
dose.
that a combat drug?
That's,
can't remember.
psychic awareness.
I
Do
think
you have it?
it is, but But otherwise, hey Louis man, how's it going, bud? Nice to see
Let's
you.
have a quick look in the armory.
No.
I can heal machines.
What?
There is a ship called the Trident.
Oh, yeah, no,
Before
you shouldn't
this
have
planet
that.
was sucked through the warp to where it is now, it was docked just outside the planet.
I still haven't established where we are.
That's fine.
Two of my brethren
Oh, I do.
died a few days ago. The attempt broke them. If I try and reach my mind out into the warp now where we are, then the warp will flood in. I will not be able to control it.
Do I know if there's any way
I cannot
I'd...
hear my own voice over the noise.
Okay, do I know if there's any way I'd be able to help at all?
Yes, you might be able to.
Because sort of precognition type things are kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
precognitive powers are my thing, but I've
Right.
got Lord Warp, Psychers, and Astrographer.
In this chamber, you could see all the other tanks that the other astropaths were sat in. But they sit in their chamber, and then their psychic messages get amplified out. So you think, yeah, maybe if you put him in one, maybe put you in one, you could see what you could do. Because normally they work together as a choir.
So
Okay.
we need to be hooked up to radar dishes.
Yeah, that seems fair.
While you're doing that,
Yep.
everyone else.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but yeah, no, we're doing great, thanks, and good to hear that you're doing good as well, Louis man. Yes, carry on.
So you wanted to do stuff.
And I'm assisting.
You
Me
want to do things
and
and stuff.
Varsius are setting up what we're doing, but Terabyte and Lord Pam, they're going to go look at the tomb on the way to going to the comms, because it's on the way.
Alright.
Yeah, we're in the
Because the
cathedral.
courtyard is where
Yeah.
the tomb is, and then you're going up into the fort, so it's
Yeah.
on the way. What
Yeah,
you
so
do.
you can't miss
So
it,
it depends which way you
really.
want to go. You don't mind.
We'll go there first and then go to the comms.
So it's
I'm
these
bringing
two or us
Melter
two.
with me.
Okay, well, yeah, let's do you two first then.
So Pam is with Terabyte.
So I'm bringing like 3 heavy melters with me.
3 heavy what? Oh,
Melters.
Oh, yeah, just a melter gun. Yeah,
No, 3 melter guns.
you can't wield
Why-
3 at once.
Why do 3? Why not bring one
They're-
and 3
these are
charges?
human melters.
So,
human ones.
So a mook and a melter gun, or 2.
No, I'm
Well,
gonna,
you've got one, they've
I'm
got one,
gonna
maybe.
duct tape them together and jerry rig a triple trigger.
Ah, you're taking the Varsius way of looking at things. I'm glad I'm making an impression.
bad ideas.
Shit, I'm rubbing on.
Welcome to Jackass.
No, I was going to say, I was like, let's just combine them together.
Right, so yeah.
Okay, so we're going to head towards the tomb. And are any of my knowledges actually going to be any good for helping me on this?
What do you got? I'm looking for forbidden laws.
Warp, Adeptus Astartes, Horus Heresy, Long Wall, and Adeptus Mechanicus.
Dutch Mechanicus, maybe.
I got nothing.
Forbidden law.
No, I've got forbidden laws. They just ain't useful.
It's Ah!
That's it.
4 degrees of success.
Roll a 13,
Yes.
pretty good.
It was you'd heard of sort of dark whispers from some tech priests of less scrupulous sects of the priesthood who derived technology from outside sources. You know of the weapon technology which you're looking at. Looks familiar to that you've seen of some used by some supposedly loyal tech priests that you've dispatched in the past.
I'm guessing this is the kind of technology that even makes me worried.
If you look at one of the weapons they had, then along with the descriptions that you were given of their use and the injuries, yes, this thing it's fires what's known as a Gauss flare. It's able to fire. No, it's able to strip the target down atom by atom in the blink of an eye. Literally just blowing the atoms away as the wind would blow away grains of sand.
I place down the bad idea
Oh.
and remote activate it, aiming at the spoon.
Oh, the monolith.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do I need to roll to do such a bad idea?
Well, you're very close to it, and it's very big. So you're going to get a plus 40 to hit, but it'll be plus 30 because it's a human weapon.
Okay. Yep, bad idea works.
Right.
3 degrees to success.
Right. All the melt guns all fire into the monolith. You see the metal heat up and start to melt, but then it's almost like the metal resists, and the heat starts to dissipate faster across a larger surface. When the melt guns stop firing, there is a sizable crater that you've melted in this thing, and then at the top of the monolith is a little green spark. Then a green flash, and the door and the port where the door is, or the shape of the door, it turns into a green wibbly wobbly portal.
I put the bolter into my mech and try to pull my axe.
It's like, gun, axe, I don't know, all of it.
This is why I told them they should destroy it
Through the
yesterday.
green portal, you can see a humanoid shape, a hunched humanoid shape.
Battlefield.
Okay, hit it.
Hit it, now we just need some
Hit it both literally and figuratively.
cool music.
Charging. I didn't get a chance to aim. 2 degrees of success.
Okay, yeah, that damage.
Chop, chop.
20 pen 6.
20 pen 6. Ooh, so close. But it's still alive. It has 20 wounds. It has an armour of 6.
Oh.
But it's got toughness.
Oh.
And it's unnaturally tough. It's Space Marine levels of toughness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unexpected pans there as well.
Yeah. But it's going to strike back. And then we'll
Strike back.
No, it lashes out at you with this weird ray gun thing. It's got a blade on the end. Misses you because it's still not even having it's only just come out of its portal. And now we go to initiative.
Oh, at least I'm consistent on my initiative.
It's not a bad roll though.
12.
10.
14.
14.
I
Right,
rolled a 10.
right.
Nice.
More of these things are coming out. One's missing an arm now,
Sure wish we had some grenades right
but still,
now.
but still fighting.
Right.
No, this is when we needed mines, just to
And-
go mine,
And
poke it until
also
things come out.
a swarm of those little scuttling things have come out as well.
Really wish we had some grenades right about now.
Hey,
Right.
madness
Two
counts for
space
something.
marines are better than one.
Fight.
I don't really do combat, so
That's why
You're
we're
a
still
space
more
marine.
lethal than most
You're
of
a
us
space marine,
combined.
You're built for combat.
but I don't do it. Why should I kill things when I can kill them in other ways?
I don't think that will work on these.
I know, I don't like it.
Anyway, so are you,
They're
going, are you going
resisting.
to attack the Scarab Swarm, or there are now 2 warriors out of the portal. One that is severely damaged.
I'm gonna attack the warriors first.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, I'll go for the one that's already injured to get that one out of the way so there's
Good
less to
thinking.
deal with.
Okay, what are you hitting?
Chainsword.
Jade Sword.
I think there's tearing is just for damage, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You roll 2 damage. It's same as a bolt gun.
Roll
So-
twice, take the best dice.
Yeah. Okay. What am I doing?
A weapon skill.
Yeah.
You're doing, just a box standard attack, or are you doing an all-out attack?
Yeah, I'll do an all-out attack.
So yeah, that's 13.
Yeah. That's 6 degrees of success.
Roll damage. So roll 2d10 and round anything up to a 6.
Yeah.
6.
So put 6. So that's
your strength modifier.
Right. Oh yeah, because I didn't add that. So 6, 7, 8, 9.
Chainsword is +3.
So yeah, so 9 in total plus my strength makes that 19. Yeah, so 19 pen 3.
Okay, well they've got overall defense of 14. But it's enough to fell the one that was already damaged.
Yeah.
You hack at it with your chainsaw. The chainsaw gets stuck up in its metal rib cage. You rev it, and then rip it free, which rips off the front of its chest, and it falls down.
Awesome.
Necrons. Questions?
Oh no,
Oh,
I was just because obviously we've got myself, Lizzie, and Leon are all strength brains. I was curious what mine and Leon's strength were compared to Lizzie's. So then we get unnatural toughness.
And unnatural strength, yeah.
So unnatural strength 4, don't we?
So on average you'll have 8. You'll have a damage bonus of 8.
Yeah, because yours is 8, mine's 10, and yours 10 as well.
8 outside of armour, 10 in armour.
Yeah, go. Yeah, you've got
it's
your
10
power
as
armor.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
Do.
Terabyte, you have been hit by one of these warriors' axes,
Crap.
and the blading thing. Are you gonna try and dodge? Parry?
No, I'm going to try and parry.
Parry,
Because I actually have
You're
that.
doing the old promoting thing.
and it's power weapon. -10 for an axe.
It means I don't stop.
That's 3 degrees of success.
Okay, yep, you parry it, just because it had quite a few degrees of success itself.
Hooray.
Right, and
Titan.
but there's some little ankle biters attacking you.
Big swing hits.
I was asking if the scarabs were like the ones from the mummy.
A little bit, except they haven't got jaws. They've got little Gauss fields.
Those are worse.
They instantly eat people whole, so.
Little super danger lasers.
Super danger lasers.
That makes them sound really cute.
Oh, they're not.
I want to keep it as
from a
pet.
distance, they can.
Don't.
It's like, oh, look at their little super danger lasers. Yeah! I'm dying! I'm dying! Slowly disintegrating. Look at their little super danger
Killing me
lasers.
with goodness.
They're horrifying, but cute.
Okay, that's 23. They're all on your legs, clamping on. Rather than jaws, it's just a little flash of the Gauss field.
So my
Basically, they do disruptor fields. They do 2d10 plus 1 damage, but they have the Gauss rule, which
What's
is
your armor?
they get
my armor is
zealous
8.
hatred on a 9 or
My
10.
toughness is 8.
And even if
That's
they
16.
even if they don't
So
hit with zealous hatred, they get an extra
7
d5 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
Mm.
But they've only got strength bonus of 1.
Oh yeah, naturally.
Well,
If they had high strength, then that would be fucking wrong.
Yep, I'm taking my damage.
And also essentially they can occupy the same space as the Necron warrior, and well,
you put this in your fatigue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fatigue.
Fatigue. Right.
Fatigue!
It makes it sound really angry then.
Terabyte.
Okay, so I'm going to go for a full
Go
aim
do
since I'm
and
not
kick
planning on
some ass.
moving.
full aim takes a full action.
Oh fuck. Okay,
So,
half
half.
action aim then. So I've got to beat. So I've got to beat 57.
If you're doing a standard attack, you get another +10 because standard attack is +10.
67.
Oh, critical success!
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Whoa.
Oh shit!
Okay, well that'll be enough. That'll be enough.
Witnessed.
So your attack. So that was to attack.
The
The other warrior, yeah.
Yeah.
He did aim the attack as well.
Yes. You have cloven him asunder.
Nice.
I was worried about that.
Now there's only the scarabs to deal with until but of course you can see the shape, but you can see sort of the murky shapes of more of these warriors in the portal.
God damn it!
Hang on. There's a swarm of ankle biters around you.
Yeah, but.
What, they're about that big.
Oh god, we're being attacked by fucking Roombas.
Yes, Roombas with little legs. Yet they seem to float at the same time as having legs.
Fucking razor Roombas!
Yeah, you can get those at Trollocs.
Okay, so.
Roombas of the future.
You've seen
I'm
razor
going
Roombas.
to try
I'm not
something
actually.
that may or may not work, but fuck it, that's worth a try. You said that the top of the monolith lit up for a second. Yeah. So I'm going to try and climb up the monolith
Okay.
to get to the top.
Yep.
To destroy that.
Okay.
I get your logic and I like it.
Because if it can't do that, maybe it can't open, which means more shit can't come through.
I get your logic and I like it.
You're gonna fuck me. I'm gonna fuck you.
Okay, so you're going to disengage.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, that's a weapon skill check to disengage.
Okay. Any bonuses or negatives or anything?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to infamy. So yeah, I passed by a degree on that one.
Okay, yep. So you bat some of them aside and disengage, and I'll let you have an extended action to then try and climb up this thing. There are some sort of steps on it where you can get a foothold.
Yeah.
So, ooh, what skill's that?
I think it's athletics.
Yeah,
isn't
give me
it?
an athletics then.
Would make sense.
Okay, strength.
You're pretty damn strong.
Yeah, I basically don't have to roll.
You do, because it's still only 65. Your strength. Not the but no, that's just your naturally tough is
right.
strong is only for damage purposes.
Right. Okay. Oh, that was cool.
Yep.
Fuck it, another infamy.
Running through the infamy.
I've got loads.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Burning for the empathy.
Oh fuck's sakes! I rolled
Right.
worse that time.
You can't. Right. You
No.
find it hard to. The metal's slippery almost.
Yeah.
Stupid brush out of me!
And
So I'll just try again next time.
your mag boots on your power armor isn't getting a grip on it either.
Yeah.
Struggling to get purchased on it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Non-magnetic xeno.
meanwhile, we split the group in 3 again. Fuck.
Yeah, it's because there's stuff for me to get done. So,
Yeah.
but at least we're in pairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this time.
So, what do we need to
Yeah,
get
at
done?
least we're
What do we need
not
to get done?
all split.
I require. I require sacrifices taken to the cathedral.
How many?
As many as I can get. Do you know why? Blood for the blood god.
Skull for skull.
Okay, how to trick people.
You trick them.
I'm just gonna go up and drag people here. You use your way, I'll use mine. I have no idea what I actually need. I'm just making an assumption.
Pretend it's one of Pandorica's
I can
orgies.
tell you exactly what you need.
Okay, right. I'm listening.
Just trying to draw
Right.
people in.
That'll draw some people.
The ritual must take place at the site of a battle or murder. Check. And requires an inscribed summoning circle marked out with invocations and sigils sacred to the blood god.
Wait, inscribe circle blood god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you need to have a brazier and have some blood boiling.
Blood boiling.
Bring blood to the boil at 200 degrees.
Burning with burning coals to doesn't have to be coals, but yeah, with fires at cardinal points of the summoning circle.
Yeah.
Would Ghost Rider Burning Skull style do?
That'd be well cool.
And
Those Necron skulls. Okay.
then an adult human who has killed another during their life, or a predatory beast of some sort, must be ritually killed and bled. And then the correct prayers given, which you know.
Okay. Right.
Which and the prayers to Khorne are not said like they are roared in a bestial tone.
Okay, so I'm going to basically tell you that I want to get. So I've done, because we drew the circle already. I just haven't put like my god symbols on it because I built my throne, did my circle.
Yeah.
I'm going to basically get you to start getting blood into like buckets and things.
Now this will summon one blood letter, but you're going to summon D5 plus 1.
Yeah.
For the favour that you have garnered.
No, it's alright. I've got a plan.
But
Mm-hmm.
when summoning any demons,
Yeah.
Oh no.
you're just summoning them.
Yeah.
After you've summoned them, you have to bind them.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. Have I got any idea how to do that?
Okay, once summoned, the blood letter will remain corporal for 1d5 plus 5 rounds, plus an additional round for every degree of success the test was completed by.
Okay.
So you can do this again after you'll evaporate. You don't really use them straight away, but you'll get how to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, whether successful or not, you must immediately roll on the psychic phenomenon table. And everyone involved in the ritual must take a willpower test or become frenzied.
Yeah, I know, that's fine.
Yeah.
Phenomenon's joining.
I'd actually like to point out something really, really funny here.
Yeah?
If you do this, you will have had to roll on the psychic phenomena table more times than the Psyker has.
I know.
Oh wow.
This is going to be bad because my plan is to basically recruit people to go, hey, if you take part in the ritual, you'll get super uber powerful in the name of Khorne.
But you have to take an opposed willpower check with the demon to get mastery over it. You get bonuses. Let's see. You get +5 for every point of psi rating you have. You don't.
Does his count?
But you get ritual modifiers.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because I'm not helping.
Are you
very
marked
well.
by your patron god?
Hmm?
Are you marked by your god?
Yes.
+30.
Ooh.
No, I asked you to take part in it when you come back.
I'm still at the.
No.
thingy.
What we're doing is we're setting it up.
They're
We're
preparing, they
Oh,
aren't
I'm
actually
starting.
doing it yet.
If I was to be involved in it, my psi rating would probably count.
Remember, I said to you, I want to bring some additional help in to come back and help me when you're done.
To be fair, I actually didn't get that you were trying to summon demons.
I don't know who he is, so I didn't want to be that
Same.
obvious. What I was saying.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
left
actually
it
know
vague
that.
on purpose.
So this is why I was like, I need to stay in the cathedral.
This will be an interesting conversation when that comes up.
Oh, and also you can get +10 if you've got if you have suitable sacrifices for the demon to partake of on it manifesting.
I'm gonna.
Yes, technically you only sacrifice one person. Well,
Not
and probably
going
some
to.
other to get more blood to boil.
I'm sacrificing a fair more than that. So.
More blood.
So that's why I've let everyone go off. So I've gone, come, we're gonna go get us some people.
Yeah.
My plan is basically to go up to people who aren't marked or stuff, or people who are really unsure, and pick them up and go, have you killed a man?
It's like, what are you in for?
I literally am gonna be like, have you killed a man? And he's like, yeah. I might get some blood sport going, so one kills another, so I know for sure he's killed a man. Then bring him into the ritual.
Yeah.
Have you killed a man? No, I'm here for speeding tickets.
So basically, he's going to go set some things up and have a little chat.
Yep.
I'm setting myself a little blood sport ring.
Ooh.
And I'm going to tell the person that wins they're going to have the greatest honour I could bestow upon them.
So following his instructions.
Yep.
But it's not just me. I'm basically going to go around and just go. Hey, in the name of Khorne, if you do this ritual.
Are you lying to anyone yet?
No.
No. Okay. Good.
So in the name of Khorne, you could get super powered. For all the fighting, you're better than anyone else.
Who's Khorne?
Yeah, so he's one of the great gods. Of war and fighting.
Fuck the gods. The last god I prayed to got me put in prison, and that was the Emperor.
Do it for my honour.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to do my deceiving, on here to see if I can convince them. Come on, Fellowship. Is there any spurious bonuses that I've got? No.
I need to up my.
Okay, come on. 42.
My fellowship's 25.
Witness.
What the hell?
Witness.
So that's nearly 4 degrees of success.
Fuck
He
me.
rolls a 1 as well.
He rolled
He's
a 4.
So he's like some sort of powerful warlord.
Yeah.
And he's got us all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sure to win this war.
I'll swear my shift to him.
Basically I'll be doing that.
Please,
People and
go
getting them
over
to
there.
go. Oh yeah, so go over there, set that up. I'll give you more instructions, and then continue getting more people.
Fuck a doodle do.
Will they protect us from all the bad things that have been roaming around?
Oh, you'll be able to protect yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, what we're going to have is we're going to have the big cathedral. I'm going to be in there when people come in. I'm going to tell them that we are preparing for the ceremony, because that's not a lie. And then in a separate spot, which is basically because the cathedral's a big place, that's when my blood sport's going on, and I have set one of my generals up who is with me. Basically, is like referee, so I have like last man standing for a while. And then as people win a couple, I take them to one side and tell them they're going to become someone for me. And then occasionally I'm just going to go to someone and be like, don't like the look of you. Into the pit you go. But do it like not in front of people. I don't want to damage morale. So you guys do something important, I'm murdering people.
Yeah, and every now and again you look up and more people slowly start filtering in.
Yeah, I'm aiming for about 50.
I just realised Barsius is selling this like a pyramid scheme.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Friends helping friends.
Well,
Hey, I do have commerce.
Oh God!
I know I probably only need like
Would you
one
like
or
to know
two,
more?
but I thought if I'm going to do this, I'm going to go big or go home.
Do it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the astropath chamber, give me a tech use, please, to try and install him into the astropath chamber.
So you need to
Because
get
he's not an astropath, he hasn't got the requisite plugs on him.
Okay, 88.
Yeah, because we essentially will put the other guy in first, and then I'll go into another one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Roll
see.
100. You killed him.
55.
Okay, so how many degrees of success is that?
3.
Okay, I'm going to give you a +3 to your next roll.
+3.
Yeah, +30, sorry.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Right. So yeah, you get him plugged in. His psychic machinery is it's odd, but you think you can work it out.
Tubes that go in weird places.
Yeah.
Please, intelligence is
Yes, I'm going to insert this into your brain. You may feel
a slight
discomfort.
twinge.
Yeah.
Those take me to the 88.
Apparently it has not changed. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
You black out for a second, and then when you come to, you feel weird. You feel this you're in this psychic communion with the other astropath.
Okay.
And yeah, he seems to have some extra mind, some extra consciences swimming around in his head, which they're not too happy.
Oh God, it's split.
Like I said,
No, but they
more
will
conversation.
come from the other ones that died around him. You're not trained for this. What will consume you?
I think you'll find I'm more resilient than I look. But I do promise that if you help to the best of your ability, I will do everything in my power to grant you what you wish.
Right. You don't hit the lever.
Skadoosh.
Right.
Skadoosh.
A massive jolt of power goes through you. You take 7 damage.
Cool. Is that past toughness?
Yeah, that passes your toughness.
Cool.
It's in your membrane.
Oh, that's painful.
Insane in membrane.
That's painful.
In my brain.
Right, you hear him saying, think about who you're trying to contact.
Okay, so
Envision them.
so I'll because I've actually been with the astropath on the ship before.
Yes.
That's our hag witch.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
she's not a proper astropath. She's a walk witch.
Well, it's close. It's probably one of the closest things on that ship.
Astropaths have been touched by the Emperor.
They tend to be the biggest beacons as well.
Yes.
Oh, we had an astropath that we.
No, the navigator you had. Was it
I thought we had an astropath because we were contacting St. Anod's Penance.
yeah.
Because we
I
had it
oh,
from
yes,
the
yes.
one we docked out for a
So
while.
yes, you have worked with them. Yeah.
So yeah, we've worked with that navigator.
Yeah.
So I'll try and home in on their. We'll think
Yes.
carefully
yes.
on them.
Right now, because okay, this is going to be a. It's going to be a hard test, so -20, so
Plus
get a
10
plus
with
10
the.
on your psychic test.
So is this senescience or is it
Senescience.
cool? So plus 20 total.
Concentrate.
Oh, fuck it now.
Oh.
Do you have any more infamy?
1.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm definitely re-rolling a critical fail.
Yeah, because concentrate,
Yeah.
your brain explodes.
So we had the extremes.
Yes, I
Ooh.
succeed by
Now.
4 degrees.
Yeah, that's better.
Nice.
That's a lot better.
That's
Nice.
yes. Chunky soup everywhere.
Yeah,
Right.
those are gone.
Shit.
Right, you can. Right, you're looking to the window, and you can see that his nose is bleeding, and one of his ears.
He seems alright.
The astropath seems to be having convulsions. But you assume this is normal. Psychic communication
I
is
ain't no medic.
fraught with danger.
This is fine.
I am fine with this.
This is
Right.
what they do.
Roll a psychic phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
D100, please, Dave.
Say again, sorry?
Now-
D100,
I have something called warp lock.
which it makes you resistant to it. Yes, but he's not resistant to it.
Oh, okay.
And-
If it's him, then
No, it's affecting the area.
because if it's
What's
something
the name?
regarding
What's
me,
affected, sorry?
Just roll a D100, and I will tell you what it is.
Oh,
He rolled 2.
A 2.
So psychic phenomena basically
2.
is weird things that happen within.
Yeah,
A
so-
2. Dark foreboding.
Ooh.
A faint breeze blows past, and the sorcerer and those near him. Everyone gets the feeling that somewhere in the galaxy something unfortunate just happened. That's pretty good. That's actually the best result you could have got.
for a brief moment, I feel sorrowful, and then it passes.
Because you could have ended up with Perils of the Warp, which is, and then Annihilation,
So remember we were trying-
irrevocably destroyed, burned, nothing left.
Yeah, that's what happened to one of our friends' characters when we played Dark Heresy. They rolled one phenomenon.
You may
rolled
not
very
spend
high, went
infamy
into
to recover
perils
from that
and then
day.
died.
Oh.
I will take a small sense of foreboding over that, then thank you.
All of a sudden,
Right, you see it. You see the ship being tossed around on the tides of the warp. You see your ship's astropath. You see their mind as a beacon of light.
Okay.
You're aware behind you that there are wild demons following you like seagulls would follow a fishing vessel.
I will focus on trying to deliver this message.
Lunax?
Yes.
I need to stop. Actually, no. Be quick.
Okay.
Say your words.
I need you to prepare the ship to get us off of St. Anod's Penance.
We were orbiting the planets, but we've been tossed into the warp. We're trying to find. We've been trying to find you. We've been trying to find you for 2 weeks.
If this serves as a suitable beacon for which way to direct the ship, feel free to use this as best you can.
I'm relaying this. I'll relay this to the guide. It's faint. You're faint.
Yes, I don't imagine I'm the best connection.
Suddenly, it feels like being hit by a wave. It feels like being hit by a wave on the beach, and you smash your head on the glass front of your chamber.
Okay. Can I? Will that be me coming back out of that and coming back into sort of reality? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Something is happening in the astropath's pod.
Okay. I'm gonna bang on the front, suggesting I need this open.
I open the lever.
Okay. Any of the things that are plugged in or whatever, I'll unplug.
Reverse skadoosh. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how is that?
I've delivered the message. I look over to the astropath's pod.
Okay, it's the astropath's convulsing even more violently, so violently that you hear a bone snap.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay.
He did try to kill us.
Okay.
Oh, this seems fitting.
Do I think he's on the verge of either being taken over by a demon or transforming into a spawn?
Oh yeah, he is.
Okay. I am going to put the bolt pistol that I have up against the glass to where his head is.
Yep.
Fire all 9 bullets in quick succession and say, "We need to leave now." And leave.
I think on the way out for good measure I'm going to shut the door behind us.
Reasonable.
So I'll do a tech roll to reclose the
You would, if you get a high enough success, try and seal the door.
and I'll try and seal it behind me then.
Seal
So
it!
ask back if this is security or tech use.
Is it security or tech use?
It'll be security to seal it.
Security.
So
Okay,
again,
so
it's
it's
88 us.
So as he does that, I reload the bolt pistol and then again do the same thing where I put another one in the chamber.
The head is everywhere. But then you see.
Oh. We need to run.
Hang on, no. So what have you rolled?
92.
Okay, so you're going to spend an infamy point to
Oh, yeah,
re-roll.
sorry.
It's near the end of the session, so
Yeah.
I can do that, yeah.
So we'll take it off in a second. So
yeah,
so re-roll.
take it up in a minute.
Okay, we're
Much better.
So
15.
7 degrees. Is it 15? Yeah, 7 degrees of success.
Okay. Yeah.
That motherfucker is serious.
But yeah,
That
so
door's
after the 9 bullets, I don't even look back. I just walk
No,
out of the
no,
room
no,
and
no.
let him lock it.
I just spent an infamy.
No,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, don't mark down the full number. There's a temporary pool based on that number.
Behind you, you don't see it, but you can see that around you there's a bright orange light, like something is on fire, very on fire.
Almost like some kind of phantasmagorical big beacon of bad. Still leaving, and I'm letting him lock the door behind me as I'm reloading. Right, I'm feeling rather good about myself now. Let's go!
You're
And I run.
screaming from beyond.
Yeah, at this point I'm running.
Does he have blood on him or is he alright?
I've got blood.
He's got blood in his ears, his nose.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Cut on his forehead where he headbutted the tank, and you've taken 7 points of damage because you think you're bleeding on the inside.
Yeah, I've got my
That's
damage.
where the blood's meant to be.
Would a forbidden law of the warp give me any inclination as to what might have been happening to him?
Oh, absolutely.
In that case, then I'm running right behind you. with just as much enthusiasm as you.
Yeah, just like, yeah,
And yes,
guys,
and
go!
there was a very clear change in my demeanour once I left the room as well. So
Yeah, manic to panic.
It's like the bomb
but-
defusal
I'm
t-shirt.
not panicked.
But you
Weirdly.
know that your shit is
Excessive.
out there.
Oh yes.
It's been obviously it's been. Although they said that they've been looking for you for 2 weeks. It's not been 2 weeks into the ritual.
Oh no.
But that's
From where we are
Walk
now,
time.
Really wobbly time going.
From where we are now, will our personal comms reach the others, or is this too far away and we need to get closer?
you'll need to get closer.
That's fine.
Okay, Necron time.
No!
Yay! Another Necron comes out.
That's right. Cry your Necron tears. Sorry, puns.
Pew, pew. It misses you. It's green disintegrating beam thing. Right, Pandorica.
Lasers.
I'm gonna try and fucking climb up the fucking thing again.
You can do it.
Why don't my mag boots work? It's almost like all metals aren't magnetic.
Bullshit! Just need more power!
Fucking non-magnetic xenometal.
Why isn't everything made out of steel or nickel?
God fucking damn it.
This week on to shake.
Yes,
To shake
Is
the
it-
castle.
Yeah, nickel. No, is it cobalt? It's magnetic. Fuck, I can't remember.
Okay, so I passed by a degree.
A
On
degree.
my- yeah,
It's
on
good
my-
enough. You get perched on what's like a gap between two of the plates. You get up to the top where there's all this green, there's all the green shit at the top.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Look at
Have a wank!
Oh!
Have a wank!
This will disrupt it. Splooge.
This will disrupt it!
I didn't need that in my life, thanks.
You're
Someone
welcome.
hit him.
She's Slanesh for fuck's sakes, it's appropriate.
I know, but
So it's this purple gooey type shit.
A green.
Green.
Green, sorry.
Green energy
Yeah. Is
coming
it
from this
looking
crystal
like...
in the middle.
I'm gonna punch the crystal.
You're going to punch the crystal.
I'm gonna punch the crystal.
Okie dokie.
Punch it, Chewie.
Give me weapon skill.
Any bonuses or anything?
No.
Well, standard attack is +10.
Yeah, standard attack plus
Otherwise,
10.
if you do all out attack.
And the target isn't moving, so you can get +40 for that.
So, plus 50 so far already.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
What did you get?
A 92 or lower.
Boom, you can do it.
Yeah, I passed by like a degree. So
No, local shit.
Are you being a luck vampire?
This
Are
is
you being
gonna-
a luck vampire to live
Stop
in?
it!
I
Yeah.
can't be.
You're on a fault
Okay.
before, this is your fault.
it's your fault, you bastard. Fucking bastard.
Hang on,
Or
hang on.
I could spend an infamy because I still have loads and try and get better.
Take 26 points of damage.
Oh,
Mainly to your
shit!
arm.
Thought as much.
Is it 10 or is it just straight? Just
How much?
shiver?
How much
Yeah, any pen?
no pen.
So how much is that? 26 points of damage. Okay, so that's 10.
And there ends her wanking future.
No, but I think she might be under 0.
You on a 0?
No,
Because you took 7 before.
I have 19 wounds. I'm on to 2.
No.
Right, and you fall off the you fall
Yeah.
down the side of the thing. You don't take any damage from the fall because your armor just gets you back.
And squash some scarabs?
No.
No.
Maybe one
Try.
or two, but in the grander scheme of things, it's not going to make a difference.
It's something.
Is it a magnitude? No.
Did that do anything?
No. I mean, maybe if you like, if you had a crack grenade in your hand when you did it, maybe.
Sorry, I was like, did that do anything? Yes, that amused me highly.
Did it do anything? It certainly damaged your pride.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Run.
What, you're running or you
No, I'm telling her to. Shim to run.
Lord Pan.
Boom! Run.
I can't do
I'm
anything right now. That
lying
was my
down,
turn.
Yeah, no,
flat
I'm telling you
back.
to do that.
Right, what are you doing? You've already been shot at by one of them. Okay, roll. Yeah, roll.
Perfectioning. Roll, so takes plus pass by 1 point.
Yes, roll damage.
It's fine. It's still a hit.
Remember, 14.
Lucky roll.
They have 14 defense. 14.
Yeah, so,
Okay,
when,
so
when you
every
do
damage, any
No.
damage I do is just what I roll. Oh wait, that's a
it was a
So-
1.
It was
Yeah,
one,
so
so the other
10.
one's a 9 then.
10 damage.
Add it to your melee, because you're using melee, remember?
And it's power axe, so it's
Hang on.
no, it's 1d10 plus 8 for a power axe.
2d10 plus 4, so 10.
Yeah, his is a fallen Margos power axe.
Mark, okay, he's got no axe, yeah.
4 pen 6.
Yeah,
okay.
they're 2d10 on
24
this. So.
minus 14,
So yeah, I did 10 to it then.
10.
Yeah.
It's not dead.
Is,
Yeah, I know.
was that including the pen 6?
Oh, sorry, pen 6. It's still not quite dead.
It's
It's badly, yeah, you've probably hacked off an arm or a leg or something, but it's still alive. Crawling on the floor.
It's still Liver de Vida Loca.
It's life adjacent.
Okay, you get attacked by scarabs, but you're able to fend. Not enough of them get purchase on you before you sort of kick them off.
Leave.
Yeah, fuck off, guy.
Yeah, just kind of basically just flick my boots like fuck off.
You raised your boot.
Right. So are you two running?
No, I'm not running.
No. Okay. Cool.
I'd be running.
You're running.
I told Hand or Orica to run. I'm
By
not.
the way, you're welcome to come to me any time to come and help you.
Oh, too scared.
Pride.
No, too scared. He's
Okay.
shitting himself. He's trying not to die.
Well, I applaud your honesty.
Reasonable.
Okay, and
Yeah, so I'm going to be running.
It's 10 in. Yeah, it's nearly 10 past
so
11.
I think we'll. So, with terrible ritual in the making,
Yeah, I'm happily built, drawing people into
two
the pyramid
space
scheme.
marines being put to flight, and a message for help sent. You've definitely made some progress today.
Yay!
But then we'll be up to day 9.
Oh.
And reports of these attacks are only increasing.
And no chance to rest yet.
Right, next week, unfortunately, I can't be here. It's my birthday, and I'm out doing stuff.
What?
Oh.
How dare you celebrate getting older?
I'm going to be old. Yeah, I'm going to be old.
Well, shit.
So we'll think of something to do for next week.
Yeah, so,
That
yeah.
stuff.
Well, if we-
Well, we're not running next week.
No,
Well,
it's fine. We can. We'll just have, Pandorica's Day of Fun.
No.
No.
oh.
Yes.
So unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be running Black Crusade next week, but we will be running something.
Yeah.
Have a think about it.
Sorry about that. It's just,
No.
Oh no, it's fine.
I forgot it's my birthday. I forgot my birthday fell on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
right.
inconvenience.
So don't forget to tune in tomorrow, and me and Cassis continue with Mass Effect 3.
And
Yay!
then when I return back to the Black Crusade, will you escape the planet? Will you leave the planet in the under the control of the Necrons? Will you defeat the Necrons and be kings of the wasteland?
Yay!
We shall find out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll certainly try.
Come back in the
And
fortnight.
can Pandorica actually fuck a planet?
The answer
may not
is.
surprise you.
The
Maybe.
answer is. She's gonna fucking try.
Yes.
But yeah, so thanks a lot again, guys, for those of you that stuck around.
Yay!
So yeah, like I said, tune in tomorrow, and obviously on Saturday I'll be streaming then as well, starting season 2 of The Walking Dead.
Yay!
Yeah, so we get to see what happens with that. But yeah, so thank you very much, guys. Good to see you, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.